Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start our little recap. I've got a bullet point list of shit that happened last session. A lot of shenanigans occurred, including but not limited to Nari getting some tattoos, Warden setting up a sanctuary near Karth, Trake breaking a pencil, Jack in the game explaining banks to Nari and Mike. Trake and Warden visiting the bank.
Is proficient in now.
No.
She understands insurance
Super
perfectly.
well.
She will not get swayed.
Warden and Trake visiting the Bank of Dwin in Karth to deposit a large portion of Kethrak's personal vault, which I still need to look into exactly how much. Do you have that written down, Trake?
The amount of money that I have?
Or
That you
the-
put in.
It was like
I'm checking.
37,000 platinum or some bullshit.
Well, he only had
In
27.
bank. 5,000 gold.
No,
No,
no.
there was
up,
way
my
more
man.
than that.
I think it was
Buddy,
50,000.
we only put in half into the bank and we kept the other half.
I
And
think
it
you
was
need to
something
add
like
another zero to that.
like
Yeah.
70. It was like 72 or 78 or something.
I think
like
that's
that.
total. I might be wrong, but I think that's total. I think there's 5,000 in the bank, and then we kept.
No.
Why would
how
you
much?
keep so much?
27,000?
No.
Dude, there was 72,000. You equal 32 when you have 5 plus 27.
No.
What kind of drugs are you doing? Okay, you kept
I-
27. You kept
Sir.
27,000. So you put 55 into the bank.
Oh, okay.
It's another
Okay, so
5
maybe I wrote it down wrong. Maybe I wrote it down wrong, because it definitely says
5 and
5,000,
2 more
but
zeros.
50,000
Yeah.
seems more
I
reasonable.
mean, it's very
Like 4 more
possible
zeros, I think, just keep
we just like we put the money
The more
bag
zeros
in
you
the
have.
like the party money bag,
The better.
which is in my bag of holding.
The better the downfall.
Yeah. Okay,
The
so
better the
So-
reward.
money in the bank. We introduced Gorsh and Atan by way of drugs. Both
Atan?
brownies.
Atan.
Atan. Including brownies and Atan getting so far into a trip that he took a shit on the floor of Ventar Quintamris' home. And it
Going
ended
on a trip.
going on
Going
a
on a
trip.
trip.
That's my favorite rocket.
My
Magic
favorite-
school bus.
In my favorite patch your trip.
In my favorite.
And we ended with a greater restoration and everyone kind of deciding to go to bed, with both Marquet and Ventar saying, y'all are fuckheads, we're going to go to bed. Y'all introduce yourselves to each other, get to know each other, and it is pretty much the decision of the 4 remaining members of the party on whether the 2 new people will continue to join them, is the idea. They have been offered as help.
Gorsh is annoying as fuck, so I'm thinking, Nari's thinking no.
Okay, so we begin our next day with both of you guys wake up in Ventar Quintamris' home. It's mid-morning at this point. It was a fairly late night last evening. Fairly, not super.
You said 27,000.
27,000 is still on him.
Okay.
55's in the bank. I
Yes.
have it noted down.
Alright.
55,000 in the bank.
And you guys, you slept here one night up to this point. You haven't been here for long. It's a bit of a weird place. It's kind of the home of an old recluse. A dude who doesn't seem to get out much, but everything is just pristine. You haven't seen any cleaners or anything, but as you guys both wake up, you kind of drift up. There is the slightest scent of shit coming from that one bedroom, as there's still some follicles there, as you assume it hasn't been cleaned. You guys go,
I'm my favorite
you
rocket
grab
ship.
some breakfast. The thing is, there's a delay too. There's like a slight delay, so it was
Yeah.
perfectly timed.
Going on a trip in our favorite patch
Um,
shit.
So you guys grab a little bit of breakfast. What would you guys like to do? You know that the group that you'll be spending most of the day with is being housed at the Whale's Call. There's not really much around town that you guys have experienced up to this point. And honestly, there doesn't seem to be much. To explain Karth a little bit better for you guys,
Do they have their own money?
yes, they do.
Congrats. Go spend your own money.
Fuck off.
We don't know you have
you
money.
didn't earn this shit.
Yeah,
we
you know
don't, we
you
don't
have
even
money.
know about it.
Yeah. When you guys arrived into Karth, when I say it is the scaffoldings of a city, that is about as apt a description as I can say. most of the larger portions of the city, most of the buildings barely have a foundation set at this point. There is
So it's
one
just
sector.
Missouri.
Yes, there is one sector of the city that you would consider fully developed, and that's like a temporary housing / entertainment district where there is very little to do, very few shops, and honestly, very few citizenry. There are probably only 20 or so thousand people living here, and more than 18 of that is slave labor that are working on building these cities. So, with that in mind, as you guys wake up, are you wanting to kind of take a perusing about? You know, look at the general slavery, or
I'll go take a good long look at all the shops and the slaves.
the shops and the slaves?
Kind of take a look at what shops and stuff are down there.
I will avoid letting myself getting angry by that. So I will go probably look around at shops.
Okay.
So you guys are just both heading to shops.
Basically.
Yep.
So you guys kind of do have to walk through a large portion of the developmental side of the city, because Ventar's manor is on the outskirts of the city. So you guys kind of walk through that, Atan keeping his head low. You guys make your way. There really isn't much. There's a couple magic shops, but they don't seem well developed. They seem very undersupplied.
What are their names?
And undermanned. I would have to go back in my notes for that.
I know. That's why.
That's why you asked. You asked to
And
be a
I'm
dick.
gonna go into them in general.
Yeah. Let me pull it up real quick. That's not what I was looking for.
Is everybody else on the Discord?
I think
for this
so.
Group?
Hmm?
Does anybody
I think you're
invite?
the only one who's not in it.
Okay,
I've
I'm-
sent
I'm-
you
Oh,
half a dozen
oh,
invites.
I need
Ah.
another invite because this one's
So there's one shop that seems to be manned by an old gnome. There's two shops. There's the Wizard of the Coast,
1, 8, 3, 4.
who's set there,
Is he big?
and there's also
Yeah.
Discount Encounters.
Okay.
Okay, I got it.
There's the two shops that you walk by. There's some basic like leatherworking shops,
Dungeon dudes.
some a couple blacksmith shops, but it's mostly for like
think you're the first chicken
horseshoes and more common materials, not weaponry and armor.
I want to know.
So with that information,
Do you read?
I'll check. I'll go and. I'm gonna go check out this Wizard of the Coast. Would you like to join me?
It's on my list. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll join you
I
for
have-
it. Why not?
Fourth wing, but I'm trying
as you
to
kind of
finish.
step in, there's
I still haven't finished the Court of Thorns and Roses series.
I'm the last to start that.
there's
few
other-
there's actually a
I have
fairly
the whole
tall
set. I
gnome.
bought it
I would say
on
he's
sale for
probably
like $30
almost
for
3.5
the whole
feet
book set.
tall.
I won't. I
Behind the counter,
finished the first two books.
ruffled,
Ah.
rugged, dirty blonde hair, the brightest brown eyes you've ever seen. Just kind of standing behind the counter as he looks over. Ah, hello there. What can I do for you?
Oh, I was curious. Do you happen to have any
It's
scrolls?
really quick. I have not read the last
I would
one
have a
yet. I
vast
still haven't
supply
read
of
Court Silver
scrolls.
Flame.
Probably the best supply other than in
But
Winter.
like, I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
started
take a look.
burning out of reading because
Yes,
I'm doing
indeed.
like
What
a book a
would you be
day,
looking for?
freaking.
Yeah, so I haven't
Dunamantic.
left my bed
Dunamantic?
since like last Thursday. I've been
I
sick.
don't think
Nice,
I have
so
anything
nothing
of
I
that
can do.
sort
So I
here.
read
That's
all
new
of-
magic. You'd have
Yes.
to.
Like
That's-
both of them
That's
From
stuff
front to
in the
back.
mainland,
Yeah.
not here.
Yeah.
over the past
Yes.
4 days.
Love that.
I wouldn't have anything from that kind of
So-
school. Any more
Is that the
evocation,
is that the,
abjuration, conjuration,
genre
Let's
you
take
like?
a general look.
I like.
general look? And he
most-
kind of
pretty much
lays
any kind
out
of fantasy or
what
anything.
exactly are you looking for?
I'm just
I'm
curious.
big-
I'm just
I'm
wanting
big
to look
on
over
fantasy
in
stuff.
time.
You're just curious. Okay,
Well,
he has a
he's a big
very, very
curious
large
dwarf.
supply. Are you looking for?
Shut the fuck up. I'm whispering to him. Get in your own conversation.
I'm
Well, recognize you are still closer to the mic, so it's going to pick up your voice more than it will anybody else's.
Push it over.
Sorry, Jade.
It's alright.
Jay, do you want to hear about
I was
what books we're
confused.
reading next?
No, instead of getting your conversation over theirs, I actually heard nothing, which
Oh,
is
Oh well, even better. Even better.
Damn.
I heard what you said,
Everybody heard what you said.
That was the.
and I can tell you,
I heard.
you are only 5% true.
I haven't heard him in between. They said
Anyway,
it was
so-
for some people.
Shadow Hearts.
Car.
No.
Car daddy.
Car.
Oh, sorry, car
I've
mommy.
heard of,
Carlet.
Oh my gosh.
Carlet.
Dude, y'all are actually stupid. So,
Why do you think I'm playing this character?
are you looking for something more
Muscle model.
abjuration, evocation? He has hundreds of
I think that
scrolls.
you liked.
So it's not like a, hey, let me read through every single one of these.
It's pick a scroll, any scroll.
Pick a scroll, any scroll, and we'll see if he has it.
Utility.
Something more utility-based. Okay. He brings out a couple conjuration spells. He brings out a scroll both of Blur, Ray of Enfeeblement, Levitate, and Detect Thoughts. As a set of second level, he picks out Fly as a third level spell, picks out Dimension Door as a fourth, Far Step as a fifth, and he also picks out, and this is one of my favorite spells. He slides it over, and it seems to be listing out some form of dance.
The second one comes out 2 weeks from now.
What's the name of that spell? Exactly.
It's Auto's Irresistible
And then I
Dance.
think
What level
one
is
or
it?
two of the
It's a
friends
6th level
gonna use as well.
Nice.
All at the same time, I'm like,
Is it literally just Boogie
and then
Ball?
I've also been
Yes.
reading The Night
Yes.
Moon.
It is no save for the first round. They just start
It's
dances.
another fantasy.
That Fly is
Um,
an interesting one to me.
and it's
Real quick.
What is it called?
Yeah.
What is it called?
The Night and its Moon.
The Night.
Warden
Like NIGHT?
left early morning for the early AM's shift with the
So
blacksmiths.
Piper.
Just
Okay.
just to expend some of his
Creation and such. Make a little money.
Add to
N-
this.
yeah, not the more so
Now
my
versus
my
and
my divine.
fourth in that quartet.
My
just got
divinations.
pushed back to
Just,
March instead of
Okay.
February,
Yeah,
which makes
just so you know, just to make some cash for the early
Which
morning
is
shift.
Okay, I'll
That
make
way-
a roll for.
Yeah, that way I'm back.
which is like
I'll be
7
back roughly
times,
Okay.
as if
before they get back,
all
or I'll be coming
Pantheons
back around
trust
that
human
time.
history.
I have since doffed
Oh, I
the
doff.
suit.
Oh,
It's called.
I am not wearing the
You're
mat-
not.
Girl with the dragon.
unless you want me
No,
to
it's
wear.
not.
I think it's freaking
It is a thing,
hilarious.
but no.
just this metal hunking thing of armor, just wearing
It's the
a
dragon
full
with the
tux over his armor.
Oh, over his armor, and it's
Also,
perfectly
like,
tailored too.
Oh, sure, I'll keep it on for that, just to see their
For the
reaction.
big-
I am trying to get.
And it
Learn.
is magical. So
yeah,
it
it
is.
doesn't get dirty.
It doesn't get dirty. It is minorly flameproof. If you put it in a fire, it's not gonna stick
Yeah.
around.
See, how
But-
my TV read it?
But the thing
Spark
is,
hits it, it's not gonna.
I will say,
I
since talking more to my
It comes up on my TikTok. It's like,
liaison from my
I'm going to buy the book.
from Gone, I have been trying to be a little bit more comedic. So I guess I did want to see what the comedic factor of walking in with a perfectly tailored pearly white suit into a blacksmith's.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We'll get to that
We'll
later.
get to that.
So, do any of those interest you?
Flight, and what were some of the second level ones again?
Fly. There was a list of 4 of the second levels. Detect Thoughts.
That's a good one.
Detect Thoughts is a great one. So there was Detect Thoughts. There was. It wasn't Phantasmal Force. Let me pull it
No,
back up.
it was one of them was Levitate, I believe.
Levitate was a third.
That was the third one.
So there was Ray of Enfeeblement.
Okay.
No, Levitate is a second. Sorry.
Oh.
Ray of Enfeeblement, Levitate,
This one is also
Detect Thoughts, and Blur. Those were the 4 second levels.
So good. I've heard that
So
so
I bought the first
You
one.
guys
and we'll
talking
see.
about
Real quick.
Some of them.
Some of them.
Is
I
there
really
really
love
anything
these
for a
two
barbarian here?
The serpent.
No, this.
Wings of
Well,
Night,
I mean,
and
there's
then
some
it's a
magical
duology.
items upon which you could use.
It
Uh,
does have romance, but it's not actually.
but
it's
I-
not.
I'm just wondering for when
But
my
I
conversation
really
comes up.
enjoyed it. There's a lot of.
I mean, you're welcome to butt into
really
his
good world
conversation.
building
Um,
and,
but A big thing. You
good romance, but like lots of like plot twists and stuff. I really enjoyed it.
The
Um,
biggest things for something like your character that you would find that's better than what you already have is probably not going to be in a magic
Also,
shop, but
are you
more
into,
from
like,
something you kill.
Yeah, that's
Just
what I
because,
thought.
like, the biggest thing for your character would be things like bracers of
Any
defense,
Hades and
or
Persephone type?
buffing your AC,
Yeah.
or buffing your damage.
I haven't read a lot about them. I
And
know
as
the
of right now,
mythology.
like,
don't have a
interested?
huge
Yeah, they
capability
have
to
one
do
of
that.
those
This
for
series.
Yeah,
Um,
I only have
Gods,
braces.
Really?
Yeah.
series. There's like
So,
12
Ring of
you know
Protection
what?
also
I
gives
because
remember
it's
that,
all like
actually.
the
Right.
interpersonal relationships.
How
with
much would
gods
a
and
fly
everything.
be?
Yes.
The fly?
I really need it.
Let me
I am
check on
looking
that
forward
real
to
quick.
series.
A Touch of Darkness series. So every other book is from Gilligan.
So that'll be a
It's so good.
550
books. The
gold
seventh is
pieces.
coming out in
Okay.
May or June.
I'll be taking that one. Do you happen to have any
And it literally just
scrolls
the
of
first one's
something?
entirely her perspective, and
Best
the next
one
one
is radiant,
goes over a lot of the
something
same stuff.
spells
from his
priest
perspective
more
and all the stuff going on in the
radiant.
background
Well, I
on
have
his side, and
something
the next one is her perspective. And it just keeps
that I'm not
so
looking to get rid of right
so
now.
very good?
Let me check in on it real quick. Let me go. And he kind of goes into the back.
While he's going to the back, I'm gonna give Gorsh a couple of nudges, be like, "Hey, there's nothing for me here. I'm gonna
Divine.
dip," and then I just.
Divine
Is it good?
Reaper.
Because I've heard.
Move to the shop next
I'm
door.
forward.
Yeah, go to the shop next door. There's some
Okay,
really.
there's that one, and then
Actually, let's go to the shop next door. Go find
Ruthless
some fun
Vows
things
or something. Is that the
there.
same?
Also
one?
on
I don't think there's really anything. There's nothing.
I've heard of that.
Oh, yeah.
Go free some slaves.
Yeah, those are both.
I could.
Oh, also the entire time
what?
Gorsh is walking through slaves, he's just kind of looking down, scratching at his neck, trying to
Who is
avoid them,
this?
like looking at them.
Yeah, because I forget we're both on the same boat.
Oh
We
wait,
don't-
is that
We're on
her,
the same
like,
boat.
Actually not?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to go near it at all. Was because
That's
I
seven.
would just
Okay,
get
I
too
was like,
angry.
I don't think you can go in the city without being near slaves.
the problem.
I think we're actually in the one area that probably has the least slaves because it's somewhat
It's
developed.
Exactly.
Who's this baby?
Well,
I'm just
actually,
always
there's
on
probably
edge.
more slaves here than there is in Dwinder.
No.
Just because Dwinder might still have a numerically similar number, but it's got
I mean, the,
250,000.
the percentage of slave to
Yeah.
commoner is
Bad
Slave to commoner is
Oh, I'm saying in the
completely.
current
Yeah,
area
it's
of
like-
the
it's
city
like
we're
the
in right
90
now.
In the current area of the city, yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna have the least. Probably the biggest thing to draw Atan's eyes would be either the whale's call or a blacksmith.
We're just talking about the
What's the whale called?
The whale's call is the tavern where the rest of them are staying.
Got it. Because
And you've already been there.
yeah.
So, he kind of brings out this, it's a bit aggressive. He lays it out in front, and it seems to detail a AoE spell that seems to exhaust its enemies.
Exhaustion.
Mhm.
Okay.
Check your Discord. Not you.
Check the balls.
Zip.
Stolen.
Sigh. Unzips.
And how much for that one?
That one would be 750 gold pieces.
I'll take them both.
Okay.
750 and 550.
1,300 gold pieces for the pair. And you would say that might actually be a little bit overpriced. But you're also underdeveloped city,
Yeah.
lower supply, similar demand,
And
higher
what,
price.
what would I need to buy to add these to my spell book?
So he can sell you those supplies as well. He'll sell it to you as part of the bundle.
Okay.
And
So I have
it's,
like
it's just supplies. It's ink and paper that's slightly magical to add.
down
to
to
your
like 1,500 or something.
spell. No, he'll add it to your 1,300.
Oh, adding it to it.
Yeah, he'll drop it into your 1,300.
Okay. Figured that would cost quite a bit.
Did you look it up?
Because I know most of it says you have to have a certain gold equal.
Yeah, and he gives it to you
It's a
in
managed
his
inventory.
spells cost.
Okay. That's not
I
bad.
found it.
Got it. Alright.
Oh, that's nice.
And
It's a gentleman.
I guess, yeah. I was not expecting.
Well, generally in my world,
No,
gold
because
goes a little
read
bit
the
farther
description.
than say with general D&D.
Mm.
In general D&D, it's like 50 gold per level, and like a scaling. It's like 100 gold for your level 1 spell. It's 250. Then it's like 500 for 3, and it scales up from there. Mine's generally a little bit cheaper.
And how long will it take me to transcribe them so I can mark this down? in my
It is an
notes?
hour per level, so it'd be 7 hours to transcribe them.
7 hours for both.
Why is mom?
What level is exhaustion?
It's Sickening Radiance.
Sickening
It's 4.
Radiance.
It's just me.
It's a 4th level.
Well, that's pretty.
No, yeah.
Okay.
3 hours.
So, as Gorsh is doing the math and counting out his coins, Atan, you step outside and you kind of round the corner, and you're like, there's not much to do. I'm just gonna head to the whale's call. And as you round the corner, you see a flash of a black and white figure in the tavern, or in the blacksmith. As you round the corner, and you see the title of this little wooden block hanging from it of the Block and Iron, and you inside just see metal glint off of someone's hand.
That's interesting. I started heading towards that direction, obviously.
You kind of step inside, and there's a pair of dwarves plus a Goliath working with a semi-familiar figure who is dressed in the most pristine suit. And everyone is actively making jokes about the suit as you walk in.
This fucking
You would,
guy.
you would recognize the suit.
You would
Yeah,
recognize.
no, I was just about to say.
He's
you're
the
still wear-
freshest
you're,
man.
You're still wearing the suit from yesterday. What the fuck am I speaking?
Oh no, I was like, okay.
It is my attempt at humor.
It is pretty humorous. I will. I will have to say that.
Fucking funny as shit is what that is. You hear from the dwarf just hammering in the corner.
Well, while I'm at it talking to you, what do you have for sale of things?
Pretty much any blade. There's honestly not that much here. In terms of martial means, if you're traveling with whatever the hell that is.
That's fair.
That fucking guy.
Jack, when are you gonna do your voice?
Still working on it.
Still working
Fuck
on
off.
it, mate.
Fuck you.
Oi!
Dragon folk, this establishment more procures the base level material and crafts it into base level armors in which it can be further improved or sold to magical vendors.
I just shake my head like bigly, just like fucking snout going fully up and snout.
This is
Oh,
the
snout.
this is the establishment
Do that
that
now.
this is the establishment that forges the raw materials into such things as plate or blades, in which their highest vendors tend to be those of enchanters.
With that information, I just say, "Well, I don't really have anything for that," and I just leave.
Okay, and with that,
Wow.
Mike,
Not gonna
Nari,
question the like the sparks coming off the hand.
No, you're
Anyways.
fine.
Mike,
I don't think he was paying attention to
Were you paying attention? Because if
Yeah,
you
I
looked
did.
at my hand, my entire arm just changed into a forge, like a
hammer.
forging hammer.
You know, I just didn't worry about it.
I don't think he was
He's
So
a
chill.
he's a barbarian. You
I don't
pay
question
attention.
things. I just look at things. I'm like,
You don't
oh, that's
question
pretty
things.
Oh, that's pretty.
Mike, Nari, and Trake, you all wake. This would be actually a little before the rest of these occurrences, and you all wake up with your legs and torsos covered in little spider bites.
What?
Warden obviously wouldn't because he's made of metal. But the other three of you, you're like covered in spider bites. And as you lift your covers, like you see a few spiders crawl out to the foot of your bed and go behind your covers.
Do they look suspicious?
They look like normal wolf spiders. You don't really know any much. I mean, the bites aren't like
Put the dice up.
it's not like there's pus in them or anything. They don't
Okay.
look venomous in any regards. They just a little uncomfortable. There's maybe a dozen across
So
your body.
kind of like chiggers.
Kind of like sugars.
I can't speak with animals.
Speak with the spider.
Okay.
I want
As
to know.
Fuck's wrong.
As I
As-
wake up, I just start swatting at things.
yeah, you
Wow,
just start
he's trying to
swatting.
talk.
I'm just gonna.
He's just
write
screaming
to
from the
them.
other room.
Do you actually?
Wait, what?
Yes, I think I will light the bed on fire.
Okay, so
Just first, I'm gonna try and
You
get
could
them,
just
but like I'll
produce
probably
flame
get
and just throw it at him.
produce flame.
so as Nari wakes up first, and as soon as she recognizes it, she throws the covers off, and the rest of you wake up. That being Mike and Trake, you guys wake up to the screaming.
I've never
and
said I was
cursing.
screaming.
If you wake
I
up,
never said I was screaming. I just said
Nari
I
is not going
resorted
to
violence
calmly. Nari doesn't calmly wake up and throw fire. Yes. And
Nothing
there is
about
a
Nari is
slight
calm.
amount of heat radiating from your
Nari's
walls.
name is literally Nari-be angry.
No, I put that. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't
put
think
that
anybody.
as a note. Nari be angry, whatever last name is. Unknown last name.
So she is lighting her bed on fire. I don't know how you intend to put that out.
She doesn't.
And Trake, you cast Speak with Animals, and
Is there a
as
bathroom in my room?
no, there is communal bathrooms.
Unfortunately, the only one that can create water is currently not in a place with water
Not in a
and
place with
definitely very far away.
So Trake, as you cast it, you hear the chittering of the. They run away. You don't catch any. they continue to run away. And as you
Dexterity check.
sure, go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Natural
20.
If I attack-
Dirty 20.
20, dirty 20. Okay, so
Damn.
as you wake up, you're a little closer to the foot of your bed than everybody else due to your height. So you reach out and you grab one and you cup it and you cast Speak with Animals and you hear like chittering and a very, very angry little spider in your hands that is biting your palms.
Hey, fella. Why the frick you doing that? Eh?
What? Why is it so dark? What's going on?
You're in my hand, and you're biting them, and you bit my leg. I have full right to with you.
Do it! My mom's coming for you!
That's the last
Who's
thing
your
I
mom?
want to hear from a spider.
Yeah.
My mom's coming for you.
You! And he just keeps biting your
Smaller
hands.
skates.
Like, I'm gonna wrap
Alright,
the-
can I go over and just slide him under a jar?
Okay. You don't have a jar in your room. You'd have to go down to the... down
No,
to
no, I know who does have a jar. I'm gonna go to the person who's squishing spiders right now and ask if I can borrow a jar.
Okay, so you go and you like slam your elbows into Mike's room as you just hear the
I've been hit
frantic
before.
slapping of pillows.
There's like flapping wings and all sorts of just thump, thump. Get the fuck out of here!
Do you open the door when you hear this?
I am not paying attention to my door at all.
Okay. So you wait there about 5 or so minutes before Mike feels like he's killed all the
Wait
spiders.
5 minutes. I don't wait 5
Literally
minutes.
just standing there holding this spider that's biting. 1,000, 2,000.
So what does Drake do?
5 minutes long.
If he is listening within the first 20 to 30 seconds, Drake loses his patience. He's gonna go downstairs, barkeep, get a cup.
Okay, so you go up to Jack, and Jack, yeah, I'll get you a cup. He gets you a cup, and you slide the spider underneath the cup real quick. It's a wooden cup, so you can't see the spider, but
Mm-hmm. I can still talk to it though, right?
it's under the cup. How long does Speak with Animals last?
I don't know. 1 sec. Does anyone else know?
Speak with Animals lasts 10 minutes.
10 minutes, looks like.
Okay.
Yep.
And
Okay.
as that happens, Jack kind of...
Oh, that's. Oh, this is like a whole. This is the deal.
Do you
Yeah,
smell...
The whole front.
Just
A fire?
Anyone that.
I'm gonna go up and check.
Fascinating.
And so he...
You better check.
He goes around and he walks up, and Nari, you hear the on your bedroom.
Door.
I'm gonna go open it if I feel like my bed's on fire enough.
Your sheets are aflame. It's
Beautiful.
spread through your whole.
Okay, I'm gonna collect myself and then open the door. What do you need?
Oh
Everything's
dear.
fine.
Go ahead and go downstairs. I'll take care of this.
Who is
Um,
this again?
This is Jack. This is
Jack.
the
Oh.
Golden Dragonborn who owns the establishment.
Do you want me to
And
get
you
a
see
pitcher of
him
water
go
or something?
over and he picks the mattress up and puts it on his shoulder and starts following you down the stairs.
It's just a flame.
On
It's on fire.
That's well,
Dragonborn
he's
for
resistant.
you.
So he just walks
Oh,
it,
thank you.
slams the front door open, and leaves it outside.
Appreciate that. I
Is
didn't
it
need to
magical
go
fire?
anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Nori can't produce flames non-magically.
I could just dispel magic. The fire, right? No?
I mean,
It's burning now.
it's
Okay.
Tis
it's
a
it's
flame.
a roaring flame at this point. It's not one spell that's causing it.
It's
That
not
was my
that
question.
you're. It's
Okay.
not magical fire. The magic produced the fire, but the fire's fire.
Right.
Fire by
Right.
fire.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
So, he kind of sets it down, and at this point, Gorsh, Atan, Warden, you guys all kind of
Are converging.
converging slowly into the whale's call, and you guys are all in the whale's call. It is early to mid-morning. What are you guys looking to do today?
How itchy are these spider bites?
Not very.
Okay.
They're an inconvenience, not your total
I'm
focus.
back from my shift. What happened? How did I do?
You through means of spellcasting and such, you made 500 gold. Woo! You got up very early.
Yeah, I did.
Man was business ready.
I mean,
Did I
was
find
in
any work
business attire.
yesterday?
He was in
Did you
business.
find any work yesterday?
Yeah.
Not really.
He got
Okay.
the white blue color.
Not stuff with your skill set.
Fair.
Unless you want to go work on the scaffolding with slaves.
I could. No.
In which case, it's like a gold a week.
Yeah. No.
Just the.
Are there any gladiator fights nearby?
Sucks when you
that I
don't
can-
when you don't
Probably not in cars.
take the time to practice your trade. Forearms flexing.
My trade has been killing people.
Indirectly, mine does too.
But do you not have room that way?
No, not anymore.
What do you mean not anymore?
I'm too fat. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're on the corner now rather than tucked in.
Oh my god.
Oh my
What?
god, brother!
Brother in Christ.
You're not that fat.
You're not even drunk. You just knocked over like a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh.
You destroyed their whole basement.
Well, if I just keeps going.
He was like, they don't know what to do.
Okay, so
Did
How
I
would
kill
you
all the
guys-
spiders?
what?
We
Did I
did.
kill all the
You
spiders?
killed quite a few. You think a few got into the floorboards.
Burn.
I'm still questioning my spider. He's still my hostage.
As the rest of you guys enter the general areas of the Whale's Call, you guys all see Drake sitting on a bar stool, talking to a wooden cup.
Drake? Drake is talking to the wooden cup?
Drake is talking to the wooden cup.
Is this sturdy enough for
I'm-
me to sit on?
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna whoever I'm next to. I'm gonna sit to
Yeah, Mike's probably right next to you.
Mike. I think he's
Probably. He's been pretty close for a while now.
One of these days.
Hey, Drake, what you doing there, bud?
Well, I couldn't get a glass cup for my spider, so instead I had to get a wooden cup. But
he's gonna, like,
he's
sit
chilling
down.
a little bit at this point, so we might be able to negotiate with him.
Can I talk to him?
I don't think so. Can you?
I'm gonna
Wait,
walk
here,
over
wait.
and,
Tell me what to say.
may I? I'm gonna reach for the cup.
No, thanks. But you can tell me what to say.
Tell him, to go fuck himself and that I murdered his entire family.
Okay. He doesn't tell him that.
He just goes, I'm happy. Animal Crossing speech.
Instead, he says, "My friend, he's really mad at you. For good reason, because you bit all of us. I decided I'm not gonna smash you.
I didn't
with,
bite all of you.
with my hands.
I only bit
What?
you.
Do we hear him talking?
Oh, but your whole family,
Wait,
your
I don't-
family,
And
was attacking us.
Oh, my family.
so he's speaking with animals, so he's currently.
And he just shuts up.
We don't.
We don't hear
understand.
it. Okay.
About his family?
Yeah.
Hear it though. And can we?
He
deduce
just
that he's
stopped
talking?
at my family and said nothing more.
Warden peering over Trish. Whoa.
I was waiting for a baby friend.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was like,
Peering over Drake, kind
That
of
silence
just
might
walked
work.
up to him.
I'm not gonna lie. That's what is that?
Child, what seems to be the issue
They're
here?
so
The parents don't seem to be bothered.
Well, it seems to me that my little spider friend has daddy issues.
pressure.
Why do you have a spider in the cup, child?
There's a spider.
Because it bit me.
It has daddy issues.
The spider is daddy.
Are you okay?
Was that?
Oh, I'm
rotating?
fine. I get it all the time.
I need to
See?
know.
And he has like bite marks all over his
His
palm.
palm is just
Literally
red.
said.
Nice.
What about the rest
I
of
mean,
his
just
body?
kidding.
You said all the like.
Oh, he got bit plenty under his clothes. He's dressed
Okay.
now. But there are a couple peeking out from his arms and shins.
That's quite a lot of spider bites, child.
I know, it's just their nature. But they do owe me something now, because that wasn't very nice, was it?
Ah,
I'm gonna look over at Mikhail. Like, is this guy for real? Like, why do we keep him around? Like,
Also,
sometimes.
They also bit you guys,
cool
which is really
right
suspicious, and that's why
now.
I'm trying to talk to him about it.
I don't know.
Child, you are telling me that
This is the
the
guy we
rest
saved
of
from being a
our
zombie?
party has
He's
also been
humorous.
bit by spiders?
If nothing else.
Go ahead and say again.
Say it again,
They're,
I'm
they're
sorry.
talking and they're right next to the mic.
You little fuck. Okay, no. Child, you're telling me that the rest of our party has also been bit by spiders?
I
Yes.
think Nari has, because she burned down her bed. I think
No regrets.
that Mike did too.
That
Because he was
explains
freaking out this morning.
the burn pit outside the tavern. Give me just a
I
moment.
mean, out of all of us, I thought I was the pyromaniac, but
Warden turns into his medicinal
I
kits
literally
and things like that.
look like fire.
Is currently working on.
You're red
Literally.
He's just
She
just
is
making.
And
fire.
you're the pyro?
Warden quickly
The balls
takes
on
out
this.
his
The ball.
embalming kit and makes
The audacity.
like
A
with
salve.
medicine, the salve. Yeah, he makes a salve for generic spider bites and things like that, and and then just kind of
Wasn't a generic
puts it
spider though.
puts it in a few little pieces of rag and hands it to each of the party members. You can rub this on the spider bites and it'll help. It's just a generic salve for generic spider bites. Should take about
What?
my
2
beak.
days. It should take about 2
Okay.
days to
Like,
fully
what?
heal.
I was like, why are you stroking your face?
Fascinating.
Anyways,
Kinky shit.
Kinky.
Warden just kind of leaves it at that, and then he goes and reads a book.
Okay. So you guys have walked in,
That's-
and there was a burning mattress outside as you guys step in, and everyone seems to be talking about spiders.
Everyone's talking about spiders.
Wait, everyone's everyone
No.
or just us?
You guys are the majority of the people in the tavern.
Okay.
It is early morning. Anyone who lives here is already off to work. So you guys are 90% of the tavern's population right now.
I'm gonna go report to Jack that there's an infestation.
As
he knows.
as as Jack's behind the counter. An infestation?
We were all bit today by spiders.
Well,
Some escaped.
Look,
we're on the turn of winter.
And
That is bound to happen.
Why?
Why?
Miguel came with me.
Well, are you not from this plane? I sense a little bit more fey in you.
I just kind of glance around. I'm like,
Warden puts
maybe?
Warden drops his book a little
Well,
bit and goes,
Here,
"It is natural for them to seek heat during the winter."
here in the
And then
primaterial
goes back to
plane,
reading.
since this is more insulated, what occurs is the creatures that can't survive in the cold seek warmth as the seasons turn. It is fall right
Do you
now.
often find deer coming in?
No, because we don't let them. But if we did, they would be in.
Why are you letting spiders? I'm
Yeah.
gonna be dead serious. No, I can't keep it. Nara's gonna be dead faced because she's freaking pissed. She does not like
Mari,
spiders.
I do apologize, but it is quite a bit harder to stop something that can fit through every creak and crevice of the place compared to something that can't fit it through anything but the front door. It's much more difficult to keep the spiders out.
It sounds
my
like
spider, shut up.
If I had the money to, I would get this building warded from insects.
Well, what do you
Say
mean?
us.
How much
money
does it
do you
cost?
need?
I would need
We're frequenting this place often enough.
I would need a specialist of some form in nature magics, probably from Volusia.
We have a
I
druid.
have not heard a price tag yet.
We do have a druid.
Thousands of gold
Nature
just to
magic
get them
druid.
to come here.
I don't know that we're rich yet, so.
Warden. So I know he keeps track of his herbs and spices and things he picks up a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
But obviously I pick up things along the way and also the stuff we got from that. What was it? Satyr druid thing?
It was a centaur.
centaur. Yes.
Yeah. Salmon.
Examining my herbs.
Examine my
I'm going to ask analysis. I'm going to ask analysis for what different plants I have that can act as natural insect repellents.
You could probably cook something up.
Is there peppermint nearby?
If you want to go ahead and roll a nature check.
I clearly don't have any of it.
Nature
because,
or
they were in
I'm
my
telling
way.
on analysis, so
Okay.
does it change what I roll?
Why
or
would
You can roll a d4.
roll
with
a
it.
d4 with it? Okay, understood. Nature or what?
Nature or medicine.
I'll do medicine. That is a 14, 15 plus 8.
23.
23.
Okay, yeah, you can combine those in some way. It would be considered a natural insectoid repellent. It wouldn't be the strongest, but it would do something.
But I could just put it in each of the rooms and such.
Mhm.
Are there spiders anywhere visible down here?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I make a handful of bags of insect repellents and I hand it to Jack, saying, "Here are some natural repellents you can possibly put inside of your rooms."
All right. Well, thank you.
28.
28. So go ahead and change it to an investigation for me, real
God
quick.
damn it.
I know that's not as good, but that's still a fairly high roll.
19.
19. Like I said, that's still a fairly high roll. So as Mike just kind of steps away from the bar, you kind of go around, and there's that little hallway off that kind of goes to his personal office and the bathrooms. And as you get in there, you kind of open up the men's bathroom. Don't see anything. Open up the women's. There's no one inside. You knocked first.
He wouldn't knock.
You
He's-
kind of-
That's true.
He's
You
a
really
Trojan.
I just shift into one of my
Yeah, he
female
changes
forms
into
and I
one.
just straight go in.
Changeling goes in. You can't find anything. As you're about to walk back out, you notice a spider crawl up through the crack of the door to Jack's private office.
Rip.
A crack?
Wow.
How
There's
big
the crack at
is
the
the
top.
crack?
What?
How big is the crack?
I mean, it's a doorway. The top of a doorway.
Hmm.
Just crawled through there, maybe a quarter inch.
I'm gonna go back out front.
I'm gonna go back out front.
Jack, your office is infested.
Well, considering I generally sleep there and I radiate more heat than the average person, it would make sense that you would be attracted to my room.
Nari's gonna be very audibly.
I don't generate any heat.
That room seems to be the origination of the spiders.
The origin of the spiders came from outside, I can guarantee you. Now, they may have made some kind of nest.
Have
in
you made
my
friends
room.
with the spiders?
I can't talk to spiders, Nari.
That is not what I asked.
I get to talk to spiders.
Speaking of,
Jade, we
what
need
other
to talk to
questions
Spider.
have you been asking
We
the
need you to
spider?
come over to the
Yes,
office.
I did ask him about his family. Did he just shut up after that, or what?
He shut up about his family, so what questions would you have asked right after that?
Alright, I would have asked where he was from. I would have tried to probe for his family, but he probably wouldn't tell me. I would have asked why they chose this house instead of a different one. And ask if I tasted alright or if it was a little gross.
Okay, so we're gonna RP through that. We're gonna start at the first
Yes,
one.
we definitely do.
Where did you originate from? An egg, I think. I don't remember my time in the egg.
That's really good. That's really good. You're really young. Where, where'd you crawl from?
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Nearby? I don't know, there was a lot of cobblestone roads and
Okay.
other inns.
Must die.
Cool. Have you been in several houses or just this one?
A couple. I mean, mostly places where a lot of people live.
If you want to bite them?
Well, it's warmer where people are. Apparently they don't
Why'd
like
you
the
bite
cold.
'em?
Well, that's how I eat. There aren't many insects
Oh.
here.
And I'm gonna try this again. You don't want to talk about your family, is that right?
Not really. I don't know them
What
very
if I
well.
give you some flies? What if I give you some flies?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
First of all, how are you gonna catch the flies? For
Persuade the spider.
You're talking to a dude that talks
Yeah.
to spiders. Okay.
one? Okay, that's fair. How are you
And
gonna
also
go through
hands a
the
piece
flies?
of gold to every face that walks by him.
I'm a +0 to this,
Okay, go ahead. and-
unfortunately, because my charisma is crap. But I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, baby. Okay. You don't get a
The spider now
direct
loves you.
response, but it does. The spider seems very, very, very intrigued by the idea.
Are you gonna get pet the spider and get an achievement for it?
Round two.
Okay, so you think you might get something if you get some flies.
Oh no, I have flies. I can just summon some fey flies and stick them in there.
For one, that's
Okay.
Summon them to their deaths.
So you can go ahead and do that. I'll have you roll me a dex check to see if you can manage to keep the spider underneath the cup as you get flies.
And not spawn them in there without seeing. I have to be able to see
I
inside.
believe you have to have sight to spawn anything.
Yeah, it's somewhere within sight. Within like
Alright.
50 feet or 100 feet.
Dex check.
It's not super high of a DC.
Okay, 17.
Oh,
We
we're
good.
good.
17.
That's
So
not-
what do you spawn these flies with?
With summon animals.
Summon animals?
I think that's what it's
But
called.
they're not real.
Okay, I'm just trying to find it real quick.
Yeah, it might not be called that. One sec. I'm trying to find it too.
Vengeance aren't real. They're created by the Dwindling Empire.
Conjure animals.
Conjure.
third level.
Yeah, conjure animals.
Okay, so you conjure a dozen flies that all
Just
just
steal that cup.
lie under the cup really quickly, and he seems very happy. He in fact spends a minute webbing up and trying to trap all of them.
Sweet. While he's doing that, oh, by the way, wolf spiders don't make webs. But
I know.
while he's doing all that, yeah.
I know. No, I'm
Um,
saying I know, as in he's not a wolf
Yeah.
spider.
Oh, dang it! I thought you said it was a wolf spider.
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
Like a wolf spider.
Oh.
This is
Got
in
it.
fact fantasy.
This is in fact fantasy.
Yes.
I can make it however I want.
It is a dragon spider.
I thought we had to hit the realist. Alright, while he's doing that, it's like, okay, now can you tell me as much about your family as you can? Because it is really suspicious, not gonna lie,
It's kind of sus, bro.
about you biting all three of us. I rolled an insight check about it, but go ahead.
What's insight?
No, keep going. Tell me about your family.
Well, there's John, Jack, Jerry, Jimbo. I'm a Chrysler, Chris.
Cool. Before you go on, because this might take like a long time. Who told you to come here specifically? Like, who's in charge? Who do you listen
Mom,
to?
my mom.
How big is she? Is he bigger than you?
Yeah, she's a lot bigger than me.
Is he bigger than me?
I honestly haven't seen that much of you, but you look pretty small. So I'd probably say yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh no.
We've been murdering her children.
I set them on
Fuck
fire.
yes.
Literally set them on fire.
Alright, could she make a sound this loud? And he bangs on the table.
I mean, she probably can. She talks to us in our heads, though.
Oh, that's comforting.
Temporal spider.
Alright, so, now that he is satisfied, he's gonna go ahead and put it on top of a book. I'm guessing time is about up at this point, right?
Time is getting very close to being up, yeah.
And he's about to let it go. He says, oh, you did eat me. What did my blood taste like? I hard to tell. Like, sometimes I bite my tongue and it's, like, metally, and I think that tastes good, but I don't know, like, what a spider thinks of it.
It's strangely metallic, but I think I have a different palate than you.
Ah,
Damn.
So it's pretty hard to tell.
he's thrown. Alright, you got done with those flies?
This is an intelligent
Nowhere
spider.
close.
What?
Nowhere close.
Alright, I'm about to let you out, though, so you're gonna lose the ones that you don't have tied up yet.
It's alright. I can take one with me.
Okay, there we go. Flips the cup over and lets the spider outside.
Nori's going to
The spider immediately jumps out with a fly like almost strapped to its back and climbs underneath the floorboards of the building.
No, Nari would try to kill it before it gets to that.
Yes, he went outside to let it go. It just goes straight underneath the stairs to the tavern.
No attack.
I could have known.
Attack
Alright, I'm
opportunity!
gonna go ahead and find everyone else who is now probably arguing with Jack, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, at this point, people are talking with Jack. You have an
reading a book.
infestation! That is fair. We haven't really passed
Quickness of action.
quickness of action, so that's the
Okay,
Dex book.
Yeah.
Who did you give the?
I haven't handed out the
leadership?
other 2 books yet. We haven't really had the time to do it because I was busy trying to make sure a gnome, what do you know?
Yes, he's a no.
Make
I'm a
sure the
gnome.
gnome didn't
Get the wish.
do something weird with his money.
Okay,
Like
so
what?
Drake comes back in
Like
as
festive.
everyone is arguing
Well, to
with
be
Jack
fair,
on
I
what an
didn't know he had the
infestation
money.
is
I didn't know
and
he had the money
why
till, like,
he's got it.
the last second.
Okay, so as this happens,
I
Drake,
just stand there like this until someone pays attention to me.
I'd say Mike is the first to catch eye since he would have the highest passive perception. So after
I
maybe
have
15
18.
seconds, he has like a 20.
20.
Yeah. So I'll
So-
be next.
He kind of, Mike, you kind of turn around and Drake is literally just 10 feet in the room just doing this.
Trey, what are you doing? Where'd that spider go?
Trey.
I let it go. It's in the
Why?
floorboards
did.
now. I let it go.
Why?
I would like to give slap him really hard.
So Nardi just kind of walks up. Drake begins to run.
Look it.
Only I had a whole person.
Forrest Gump run.
What?
I have something really, really important to say. Please don't hit me.
I'm gonna like hold on to it like he's a kitten, like hanging like.
Okay, so as you're about to exit the door, Nardi like grabs the scruff of your neck with the clothing, and just kind of pulls you back.
You better tell me what this is, or you're definitely getting slapped.
I talked to the spider, and his mama's really big.
Yeah, and like that's moms are bigger than babies, dipshit. What do you think?
Let me put it like this, really simply. I'm probably next to a wall because I was going out the door. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
bang it, boom, and I start turning. So the spider said that his mom could make something that loud.
Let me get this straight. First of all, instead of just killing a spider, you talk to it. Then
Naturally.
Fucking true.
You're talking to the dude that was dying, like talking to
double
a dying
shot.
tree, okay?
Y'all were fine with talking to
I was
a
gonna
tree.
say,
I liked Larry.
I like
okay?
Larry.
Oh, did we ever get the spider's name?
No, he never asked the spider's name.
That's so
You
rude.
got
No,
all
I
the.
just really
Hang on,
care.
but he
All
did get
the
his
other
siblings'
names.
names of John, Jack, and Chrysler.
Did you figure out where its mother was?
No, he didn't really even know where he came from, so I thought that would be pointless to ask.
Yes.
You didn't
yes.
ever ask any questions of me. Not Nate, dang it.
Make it up.
Mike.
Mike.
Mike did. He asked a question of me. Granted, I didn't actually ask that question, but
Nori's just gonna give a really
Please don't hit me.
disappointed, really annoyed sigh. Just
please don't hit me.
gently put you down.
Thank you.
And then she's gonna give slap you.
Dang it!
Not very hard, but hard enough that you feel her annoyance.
You feel a bit of a sting on the back of your neck.
Unarmed strike.
As you guys are like at the front, Jack kind of comes up and says, Trake, you said
Yeah.
its mother was larger than it. Did it say how large?
Her mama was so big it could make this sound. Boom.
No perspective of how large she was.
Her mama's so big she could trap her baby in the palm of her hand.
Intriguing.
Her mama's so big she's on both sides of the family.
Drake just breaks out into your mama jokes.
Oh, sorry. I meant to tell you that
Alright, well, I will look into possibly eradicating this spider infestation. It will likely take me the rest of the day to really figure that out. But we will see what we can do. And he just kind of goes back behind his counter.
Alright. And I will insight check on the spider, because at this point, Drake has had alone time, so he gets to actually think for himself. Was the spider telling the truth about the...
Go ahead and roll an insight on the itty-bitty spider you fed flies.
This is also true.
Not as good. But 14.
A 14? You have a hard time believing a spider that probably has one, if not lower intelligence, was able to craft up a lie. You feel like when it wasn't speaking, it was actively attempting to not share information.
Right. I meant less of a lie and more, is it mistaken? Is it just stupid and didn't know better?
You would say it was probably actually underplaying things.
Oh,
That's exactly what I want to hear.
great. Awesome.
Mum's a drider.
I have no idea what that is, but okay.
Alright, Peg's gonna go to Mike and
Like centaur.
tell him everything he knows about spiders so that Mike can help make a spider repellent.
Spider.
Okay. Trake comes up to you and asks you everything you know about spiders in hopes that you guys can make a spider repellent.
I already managed.
Okay. Tell him everything I know,
Okay.
including all the extra-dimensional spiders that I know about, because I don't know much about this plane's spiders.
Okay.
Well, I have a book. Warden gave me a book on biology.
Is there a section in
There
his
is
book?
a section
About
about
arachnids?
insectoid creatures, and arachnids is a minor part of it, yes.
I'm going to study that book with him, because I don't know much
Yes.
about this plane's spiders.
Okay. So, you guys go through, how long would you say you spend reading through this?
Long enough to fully understand.
Okay, so
Our
you probably
foe.
read about an hour about spiders. So, while you guys are reading about spiders, what does the rest of the group
cool.
want to do?
I've just been at the table right next to the bar, just reading book.
Reading book.
I haven't chosen which book yet.
Reading book.
I love book.
I love book. Do you begin transcribing your spells?
Yeah, it only takes me 2 hours for the 4th level because of transmutation was the level 4.
That is fair, because is Sickening Radiance transmutation?
It doesn't matter. Does it have to be a transmutation?
It has to be a
spell?
transmutation spell.
I don't know. What is it?
They should say
Right, you should
I
have
haven't added it to my thing yet
Ah!
because I haven't learned it.
Sickening Radiance is evocation.
Okay, so no.
And Fly, I don't believe is transmutation either.
I knew that one wasn't.
So,
Did go.
you begin doing that. Gorsh.
I just get married.
You just get ale?
Yep.
Yeah, you get
That
some ale.
is not what
I can't help
Fly
with
is
reading.
transmutation.
Fly is transmutation, so it'll
I
take
was
me
gonna say, I
1.5
think Fly
hours.
would
Yes.
be.
What'd you say?
I think Fly would be.
Yeah, Fly is transmutation. I just looked it up. Okay.
Actually, alongside that, I would very barbarically think of ways to help with the slave problem here in the city.
Okay. Do you discuss it with anyone, or you just think?
No, thinking to myself.
Okay. Good to know. So.
Help the slave problem as in get more slaves?
No, as in
No.
remove slaves.
Okay.
That's the goal of our
AKA
plan,
kill the
over our
slaves, that way they're no
sentence.
longer
And
slaves.
That's a good
slavery
point.
Sort of dismantle
Um,
the slave empire,
It's called Dispel
which
Slavery.
basically the
It's called
entire nation is
Fireball.
built off.
Okay, Nari, you're the only one not doing anything during this hour.
Nari has no money. Well, Nari has very little money, and
But you know who does? How
She actually
no, I
doesn't.
don't
Their cash.
actually.
You
She
haven't-
actually doesn't.
You haven't told anyone.
You haven't really
Besides-
shared
I
it.
did.
No,
No,
what,
you didn't.
What? No, you. What
I-
happened was Trek was trying not to blatantly say it in front
So
of the
you
new
said
people.
you went to the bank.
You said you
But
went,
I
went
also
to the
was
bank.
getting
Yeah.
a tattoo at the time, so I
No.
didn't even know that.
As far as
true,
I
yeah.
recall, when we came back, we were like, "Where the hell were you guys at?" And like, I think someone mentioned something about buying something. I think it was you, Nari. And
Oh, yeah,
Trek
and
just
you said
said,
you'd be willing to buy stuff.
Trek was just like, "Just don't worry about it. Just tell me what you want." in like a totally like weird way, and that's all you said.
Like you're gonna be Nari's sugar daddy.
Like
That is true.
this is literally all you said.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that is what I said.
Yeah. So,
Probably don't understand.
Drake is reading about spiders. Nari,
Plus, we're not.
would you like to start a discussion with someone? Would you like to walk the streets? Well, I'm gonna read
The
a
person
book.
I would actually like to start the discussion with is Warden, and Warden's leaving.
Do you need to go to the bathroom, sir?
Yes, go to the bathroom.
He's got
Get your
two
hands out of your
bags.
pants.
On his hands, on his ass. Oh my god. And that's
this guy.
It's soft
Double
down
cheeked
there.
up.
No, it's not.
He doesn't even have cheeks, bro. He's flat as hell.
He just put a cork in it to a new level.
Honestly, bro.
Bruh, some days
Put a
you
cork
probably
in your
use
butt
it with
on a
all his
cold
butt
day.
issues.
Claire with the... What the hell did I just hear?
Yikey, wakey. That's okay. I was gonna go
Okay,
sit.
so you're gonna begin transcribing how. Which one are you
can
gonna start
grab me
with?
a Mountain Dew?
Fly.
Red
Okay.
one. Gracias.
So go ahead, Trake and Mike. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
Can I just help him?
No, because you're
Please?
trying to learn as well.
My intelligence isn't bad.
Jade, what the heck? That's 2 in a row.
Wow,
Let's go.
next.
You got another nat 20.
That's cool because I got a 1.
Oh god.
Okay, so Mike, you
Smarter.
quickly recognize that Fey creatures are far more interesting than spiders. So while you're reading through it, you just kind of tune it out. You read through it about as well as a chemistry student reads through the module, rather than just doing the practice problems. Like,
You know, Drake's like
do
been
not
nerding out
pay
about how
attention.
much he's been good at reading the book.
Okay,
Cool.
go. Yeah, you don't learn much about spiders. You're like, oh, some spiders bite and they don't really do anything. They just are irritating. Some
I'm
spiders.
just like, these are like the boringest versions of spiders I've ever heard of.
Yeah, you're used to
And then I
spiders
just
that
start
can
to-
like teleport around.
Yeah. Either teleporting or shifting phases or like all sorts of other stuff, like the whole like,
Going invisible.
flaming ones that shoot
Yeah.
flaming webs and shit. Like,
You're used to spiders being able to talk to you as well. There's
Fire jams.
there's a whole lot of stuff.
I wanted to try.
I'm used to a lot of really
Think about
fucking
how
intense
hard I think
spiders.
about this life.
And these ones seem very boring otherwise.
A little bit, yeah.
No, it was
So-
like more complex.
Gorge. As you're kind of just sitting there enjoying your drink, the very, very large, bulky Goliath with this huge snake
Anyways.
wrapped around his neck and waist
We're in
kind
the
of steps
tavern.
up to you.
We're still in the tavern.
You looking for anything else
Does Zach
today?
have a character, or is he just...
He's
the
everything.
DM. This
He's
is what I
the-
look like.
I'm
He's
assuming
the
you're
whole
talking
world.
to him. You said
Yeah.
Gorge, but
I'm
I
about
Just-
to point this out.
Just like red,
Yeah, they
reddish
showed us
orange
this
skin.
Sorry.
The Goliath with a snake wrapped around his neck and waist kind of steps up to you and sits at the bar with you with a big old gallon of ale.
I also have 4 on because I augmented.
Well, how's your day going?
It's going. I haven't eaten a brownie yet, so it can't go too good.
That is very fair. I completely understand that. That was one of the best brownies I had yesterday.
You want another one?
The voices.
Yeah.
I'm on the job now, so I don't really want to put myself in that type of mindset.
I work with these in my mindset all day, every day.
You're literally
Yes,
gonna
but
make
I can
fanatics.
only think so slowly.
That's fair.
I mean, I'm already on hamster.
But there is cocaine in it, so it actually amps your brain up at the same time.
That just sounds like a terrible
Oh, yeah.
idea to me.
That sounds like a great idea.
Amen, brother.
I already had, apparently for some reason, I woke up this morning and there was shit on the floor. And I don't really want to think about that. And I don't want to risk that.
No one else wants to think about it.
That is strange. Well, I'm Tark, and he reaches a hand over to shake your hand.
Atan, nice to meet you.
Tark's the Goliath.
Oh yeah. You just like big
And
people.
he points to the snake, and that's Tark.
Hello, Tark.
And
Can I put my hand out as well to shake
yes,
it?
as you put your hand out, an amorphous goop appears from the snake and shakes your hand.
Nice.
Interesting.
sentient snake.
He's a little special.
Nothing wrong with that. It's a cool
Yeah.
fucking snake, is what it looks
He's
like.
not from here. He's actually from the Astral Sea.
Cool.
He's a bit big for his kind, too. I think it's because he's used to being around big things. Alright, well, bye. He just stands up, and you see him, like, pop a brownie from a pocket and just eat it whole as he
At a
walks into the
constant
back.
state of high.
Constitution of 30. Never gets.
He has a constitution of 24.
Oh my god.
Well, he's a 20th level barbarian.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, no wonder you liked me. So
You never tell the party what level the tavern workers are.
Now I
Well,
know I
the-
want to kill
I
them.
have told you guys that this is a legendary group that has won a tournament 4 years in a row.
I don't remember any of that.
We can beat him.
I have told you
These
guys.
are some of the most
I just like
juiced
the
up
fact that I met a
characters
random
in
guy. His name
the
is Tark.
world
His
that
other
were like
the
in
snake
there.
base-
guy, the
base
snake's
level,
his
like,
name
people.
Tark. And
Why didn't we hire
he has
someone
a
from a
friend.
tavern?
Yeah, this is a retired group of adventurers.
Just look at my hand like,
Okay, I need
that's
to write
cool.
that down.
We
Write
could
that
have.
down.
They're called the Strongbacks.
Guys, we could have hired someone from the tavern to help us with the fun.
I don't know if we could afford them though. They're
No,
probably pretty
man, they're
expensive
chill
comparatively
AF, bro.
speaking.
They would have been like on the house, dog.
Alright, so,
Anyways,
Nari, Ward.
I'm reading my book, which is the Manual of Body Layout.
Oh, you're reading the Constitution book?
So who all's around at the moment?
You don't need any stat boosts. Give to somebody else.
I'm just casual. I'm reading through it out of curiosity because I'm like bodily health. I don't technically have a body, so it's like.
Okay, are you reading it to gain the Constitution bonus?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh my god.
You-
Well, you can't get hours to it until you've decided.
I know.
Okay. So,
I've only been reading it for like 20 minutes, so.
Who's around?
I'm
everybody's
right next
around.
to
Trake and Mike are like. Trake is drooling. Mike seems very uninterested about this book of spiders that they're reading through. Gorsh, Gorsh
Like,
is.
are we all at the same table? kind
No,
of?
you're spread throughout the tower.
Okay. Alright, I will use the Rocky Talkie head that. Shut.
That's their sending stones.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to
It's
use
It's called the
sending-
Rocky
the
Talkie.
sending stone.
It's a instant use
telepathically
all the
communicate.
time.
Oh, okay.
So,
He doesn't need
I hate
description.
to
Unlimited
distract
range.
from our spider talk, but what are we gonna do with said special item that we recently acquired that Warden has hidden within his bosom?
You don't know where it is.
It's an actual investigation.
But did you say that to all of us?
Yes.
Warden
We have
responds.
this extremely powerful object.
Warden responds. Well, it seems we haven't exactly had the time to discuss such a item. We also seem to need to discuss what we're going to do about these two other members, potential members.
Yeah. I agree. We need to discuss this.
I don't like the one. The other one seems okay.
I'm in agreement.
Which one?
Well,
Yeah, I don't
The
remember
other
their
one-
names.
I don't like one and the other one's shit on the floor, so neither of them are really.
Oh, I kind of like the one that shit on the floor. He was kind of funny.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like the other one though.
Which would
Oh,
we
okay.
like to discuss first? The party or the item?
The item, personally, as I have a vested interest in one of the wishes.
I feel like the item's going to take longer to discuss.
That's fair.
We could just let these fools come along with us, and if we need some cannon fodder, put them in the front.
Yeah, but could they also
I
This is also
understand your sentiment.
more personal, in a sense, for myself at least?
Yes. Woman, it is
Are you saying this in
my-
front of Drake?
This is in the mental link.
Yeah, it's the mental link. It's the Rocky Talkies.
So
You
you're
can
hearing
hear
So
it.
yes.
Woman, it
Okay.
is of my knowledge that you wish to use one of the wishes, or wish to use.
Yes.
You desire to use one of the wishes to free your mother. That does leave us with the remaining wish.
Only one remaining wish?
There's 2 wishes.
Oh.
Use your mom. There's 1 left.
Oh, okay.
Do we desire to use both these wishes soon, or are we in agreement that we can use one of the wishes to bring back her mother and then save the other one for an emergency? What are you all thinking?
Can the third benefit our mission somehow? I mean, I would think.
There are only 2 wishes.
Is
I
there...
am seeking my sister.
What is the situation on that? I haven't actually...
We haven't gotten anywhere on it.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
like
I know.
30 sessions in and we haven't talked about it.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's a story
I've heard,
arc that
I've
has
heard,
not come up yet.
just heard whispers between you and Nibs, but Nibs is now gone.
We haven't had any leads. I have a way to track her if I can get close enough, but this is a very vast land.
It is. Where do we have an idea of where we'd be looking? What occurred to her? What occurred leading to her disappearance?
Well, the last lead we had was basically dead-ended when we found those shifters in that glade on our way out.
Do you assume her to be on the continent?
Most likely.
Did she come as a slave?
No. As neither did I.
Well, if I'm to use a wish for my mother, I see no reason to not use the other wish on his sister. I can't want to use it for my own personal benefit and not understand the party doing the same.
It is of the party's benefit to have your state of mind at its fullest. So, if the
Yes,
party
well-
is in agreement to use the first wish of the 2 that are remaining to bring back her mother, then we can do so. We can talk with Ventar about having a place of stay for her to readjust to this plane.
Perhaps it would be... Asat was not even aware if my mother was alive, so perhaps maybe I can spend more time figuring that out first so the wish is not wasted on a woman who is not alive. I don't know what that would look like if I wished for something and the wish could not be completed. Would that take away the wish? I don't know.
Warden
I hate to
pauses
waste
for a sec. He
powerful
closes the book.
objects.
Warden pauses for a sec and closes the book. And you see a few hand gestures. I'm assuming you're pretty close in regard to my location.
Yeah. I sat down.
Warden closes his eyes and begins to do the hand motions and then touches his holy symbol for divination.
Okay.
Okay. Divination.
What do you ask?
I ask. Do I remember what her mother's name is?
Aurora.
What is the status of Aurora, the mother of Nari?
Okay.
I would have figured if she was still in the plane of fire, I mean, Gond would have
We
a
got
pretty
the
good connection
impression
to
that
the
she
plane
was
of fire.
not on the plane of...
Either
At least not in the city of Brass.
she's not in the city of Brass.
There's really only 1 or 2 planes where a god wouldn't be able to reach, so...
So
Even
as
if she was dead, he would be able to find her soul.
as that occurs, again time begins to slow as it has every time you've cast this spell.
Yep.
This small radiant ripple in reality kind of opens as that similar green snake with wings and a man's face appears. and it says, "In peace she sleeps far from your reach."
Damn, I can't ask another question.
Well, that's vague as frick.
How do I?
And then Nari also.
Hold
has,
on.
Or
Before.
we're gonna do
So
that.
if
What
if
he
you were
wants
to
us
ask
say.
again, there would be a 25% chance that you get a random reading.
Yeah, I know. I know. Unless I cast divination again, which would give me 100%. But I'd rather not use up all my 4th level spells trying to figure this out.
Well, no, it would take a second casting,
Oh, okay.
and you would still only have that 75% chance of success.
Because it's the same day, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a daily thing. I forgot. Well, while the snake is still in front of me. How do I phrase this?
Well, you get one question. So as soon as he answers that,
Yeah,
he
I know.
withdraws.
I know, but
You can even-
I'm gonna relay what.
How are you gonna say that? Because how you say it will depend on how Nari takes it, or what you say.
Nari. Gond has informed me that she, in the vaguest of senses, is sleeping peacefully, far out of reach. I asked simply, what is the status of Enrora? Do you wish me to further inquire on what they mean by peacefully sleeping?
Well, I mean, that doesn't answer a question, so kinda.
Okay.
I cast again, and
Okay.
I just want to know if she's dead. That's all I want to know.
Okay. So
Very
you cast
correct
it again?
question.
yeah.
And your question is?
Is Enrora dead or alive?
In peace she sleeps far from your
Motherfucker!
I'm kidding,
No,
I'm
no,
kidding.
no.
I have to roll. Okay. So, the snake, almost a little irritated this time, as it reappears in front of
What do you
you.
want, bitch?
And your question was?
Is Enrora dead? Or is Enrora? Yeah, has Enrora passed away?
Oh
Or
my
dead?
God.
No, has she died? Has she died?
Are
No, the first one.
Bruh.
As
Is-
Enrora
It
died.
was making
Has
it way more
Enrora
complicated.
died?
Okay, so as you ask this, your response is a very short, a very simple no.
There you go. That's all you needed.
She is not dead.
Yep.
And she's sleeping in peace somewhere well out your reach.
Enrora is alive.
Is that all you tell me? After the first one?
Well, yes.
So in total, you told me she is sleeping peacefully far from
I-
reach, but
I-
she's not dead.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I do think we should. Nari's conflicted. Nari appears very conflicted.
Does Nari need time to
Nari
process?
needs time.
Okay.
Nari is not pressing to have her mother back immediately. And she's debating whether or not she should just let it be if her mother is wherever she is peacefully. The last time she tried looking for her, Nibs died. Drake almost died. And she's not interested in putting her party at risk any further.
I'm pretty sure, like, just
Personally,
about
yeah.
everybody but you almost
Borderline died.
Well, I kind of think that was part of Kethrak's thing, though, too. It was like
Yeah.
me watching my party, like my friends die. I mean,
He kind of
I-
did
I-
focus everyone else a little bit more.
yeah.
It's not like you didn't get caught in multiple.
That's how
enemies.
Nari interpreted it, as
I
that Kethrak
don't
was trying
think he
play with her.
attempted any direct attacks against you.
to. No.
It was
Besides
just
control.
AoE shit that you got hit with.
Yeah.
Either way. So, with that, Nari kind of needs to take some time.
Do you wish to use a wish for your sister?
Well, yes. But there's also the matter of the dragon.
Yes.
That's here in town or towards the coast.
Is there a way we can use a wish to do something bigger, though? Something that would impact the reason for our mission more than just releasing the Titans.
Could wish for the group's greatest wishes to come true.
Can't wish for more wishes.
That is a great way to get everyone killed.
Well, though wishes are fickle
Can
things.
Can I?
Yes, you, let me...
Oh shit.
I just realized
So,
that they've been talking
yes,
to her that he just
The-
cast something.
yeah,
and talked.
everyone seems to be doing, like, you guys are kind of sitting off
Yeah.
to yourselves. What is
But you
your...
notice none of us are like really talking.
Yeah, none of them are talking.
It's only a
So,
13. but
Yeah,
that
you
would
don't
be
have a very
out of the
high
ordinary.
passive... But both of you guys kind of recognize
Or
that they're
15.
all being super quiet. All
Every
of a
now and
sudden...
then you see probably depending on your passives, you
I see your
get
head like tilt.
very pointed looks from
Yeah.
individuals to other
I
individuals.
just see you death
Yeah.
staring at
And-
me instantly.
You, for both of those castings of divination, you guys see Warden set out some incense that seems to be worth some actual gold. That once he finishes casting and speaking a short ritual, all that incense gets burned up, just for him to kind of look disappointed and then seem to look at Nari, and then 5 cents later set out a whole nother set of incense.
Would I recognize the ritual he's doing?
You would have no clue.
No clue?
This is divination magic that your character is not privy to.
Got it.
You definitely know it's divination magic.
Yeah.
You can tell that much, but you can't tell anything else.
Thank you for inquiring on behalf of my mother.
It seems
thank
we will
your
need
God.
to.
Or your deity.
Yes. In the light of God. It seems we need to retouch on this topic.
Agreed.
However, on the topic of your sister, do you believe any of the local cities would provide any form of relief?
More than likely, it's going to be quite difficult to locate her. As I know many of her aliases, she's likely picked up new ones, as so have I. And it's quite possible that I may have even walked right past her before I had means to detect her further. There's a very fair chance that our link would give me some indication if we were in the same room, as it has on most of the other planes. But
What was her intention coming to this island?
well, she was shipped over here as a slave. She was stolen away when we were on the mainland. We had originally intended just to pop in for a visit, if you will. We're travelers, explorers.
Knowing the nature of slavers on this developing continent, it might be
your best interest to travel to some of these other cities. In our map of finding a dragon to kill, I believe, we can spare some detours if you wish.
Well, the dragon is in this city. Or nearby.
Didn't we deduce it was a water dragon?
You have deduced absolutely
We have
nothing.
deduced it's towards the coast from us.
Okay.
Which likely
From
means that
the
it's
front of the Whale's Call.
Yeah.
It's towards the tavern, which would be straight through the Whale's Call.
Which we basically, I went down a list of every dragon creature that I could think of, from
Gotcha.
salts to waters to
Gotcha.
turtles to XYZ.
That's where the turtle thing came out last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I don't know exactly where it is, or even what it is. It could just be a gold dragon
Yeah.
that literally is here, disguised amongst people. Or others, presumably. I don't know that much about them. At least my character doesn't.
Facts.
Knows some, but he doesn't necessarily know what's true and what's not. He knows
Nari's
mostly
like an actual baby
stories and
compared to
hearsays.
everybody, just about everybody. So,
I mean, the
how old are you
newcomers
guys'
very
characters?
I think it was like mid-20s.
I believe mine was like, 25.
Okay, so I'm not quite the baby.
No, you're like in the middle now.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm like 27 years
our-
old. Nice in the
Trake's,
middle.
Drake is older than you, I'm pretty sure. Because adulthood for gnomes is about 30.
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm 42.
Yeah, I'm 10 years or so older.
Yeah,
than
He's
the most
nearly 20
childish of
He's
all.
15 to 20 years your senior.
Yeah,
You know Warden's terrifying.
Yes, I know. 500.
Thousands upon thousands, everyone does.
No,
yeah, you're right,
but
you're right.
like his like Warden A6 is
Thousands.
Warden is 8 years old.
Warden himself. His consciousness is like 8 years
Well,
old.
yeah, but
Warden
after
is
going
the
through that
youngest.
whole arc.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Sorry, anyways.
And potentially the oldest, but
He's both.
there's a whole lot of timey-wimey shit in all the other planes, so
Yeah.
truth be told, I have literally no
Mikhail,
idea.
probably for the primaterial
timing-wise.
plane,
When's your
is
birthday?
probably a little over 100 years old. Maybe closer to 150.
Nari wants to
But he
know.
wouldn't know exactly. So, he's definitely over 100.
His guess is between 100 and 1,000, but he
That's a
doesn't
Pretty
really
accurate
know.
guess. Pretty accurate guess.
Pretty accurate.
So, is Mike wanting to pull out the scanning devices?
Yeah, I think that's a good next step. It didn't detect anything yesterday, but I am going to go ahead and use my
Detect Fey.
Detect Fey
Okay.
for my sister.
You go ahead and pop it again, and the radius is 5 miles?
5 miles.
5 miles. You do not sense anything.
Okay.
Just one with meat on it. I don't
Um,
care.
Then in that event, I'm going to go ahead and use the dragon one and see if I get
Oh, no,
anything.
no.
Well,
That's not what you wanted.
It's not.
I feel like we should move towards the coast and then use it again.
how often is its usage?
Once a day, I think, isn't it?
I believe the dragon one's the unlimited.
Oh man, I thought you ate
The
it.
once per day is the
Took it all.
armor.
Oh, infinitely with unlimited charges.
I was gonna
Yes.
say,
Yeah, I'm just gonna
because you
start
went
out
through
right
like
now.
multiple of them in that one sequence, so that would be a little bit weird if it was one single one.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast that and see what pops up.
As you cast it, it again points towards the coast. Maybe a little bit off from where you go to the same sea. It's a little bit farther to the right than it was, so it'd be a little bit farther south, but it still points that direction.
Okay. So same general vicinity, just
Yeah.
slightly.
Yeah,
Further
it's
to the
still
south.
pointing east. It's probably east by southeast, right about.
Okay.
And you guys are on the east coast.
I'm going to walk. Is there a direct path to the back of the eastern side of the Vale's Call?
Yeah, so there is an alleyway. It would be a little ways down.
I
but
just want to go far enough that I can determine that trying to do the speed at which it's pinging.
the speed at which it's pinging. Okay, so
to-
you
so
walk
if it's
outside.
going like this and it switches to like this, then I know that it's going to be close.
Yeah.
But if it goes from this to this, then I know that it's probably
Just
going to be
walk
far.
out. Just walk out of the.
Yeah.
So
So
basically just
you walk out the
like
tavern
10,
and you
20.
walk to the back of the building.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
The
How far do you
equivalent of,
go
like,
before you ping it?
20 or 30 feet.
20 feet. So as you turn around and you ping it, it points the exact opposite direction.
God damn it. At that point, can I roll an intelligence to...
You are more than welcome to. Intelligence, insight, whatever you would like.
Ooh. That's a 12 insight.
12 insight. I mean, whatever this is pointing to seems to be pointing inside the whale skull.
I'm just going to tell them, guys, think the dragon's Jack.
What? Well, why would you? Why would you think that?
Well, you remember that ring I got?
Yeah.
Inside the whale's call, it points to the back of the whale's call. I go out the back of the whale's call, and it points back to inside the whale's call.
Is there anybody else in there?
There's the rest of the strongbacks. There's Tark, and there are 2 other compatriots. I'd have to pull their names up.
You know, watch it be some sort of spider dragon.
What?
I said, watch it be
I
some
know.
sort
I
of
was just
spider
thinking
dragon.
like, is a spider dragon?
An egg-legged dragon.
It wasn't, but guess what? There's now a random
It
ass
is now.
dungeon below it.
Well, it seems we didn't have to travel very far. My offer still stands, however, if you wish to detour to some of the other local cities.
Does it ping only one thing?
It pings any
The nearest.
adult or more powerful dragon.
And it's the only one that's pinging, yeah?
It is the only thing that is pinging.
Okay,
yes.
then yeah, then it's...
So we should just go right up to Jack then.
I do not believe that is a wise decision.
I would also think not. How nice has Jack been?
Jack's been paramount.
He's so nice.
Literally everything we've done.
Yeah, so there's Reek, Tark, and Woot are the other 3 outside of Jack.
Wait, I got an idea. Can Drake go to Jack?
Yeah, sure.
He has nothing.
Jack, Jack is at the... As you start looking for him, he comes back out of his office and seems to be getting behind the bar as you approach.
Jack, do you like all kinds of dragons?
That is a very curious question. Why would you ask before I answer?
You were a dragon?
Because we have come across some bad dragons in the past, and I was wondering if you liked all dragons, or if there were some that you didn't like.
Well, when you're speaking about dragons, you have to understand the difference between metallic and chromatic dragons. Metallic dragons, like myself, like your friend, they are generally perceived as good, or at least lawful dragons, whereas chromatic dragons are more perceived as chaotic and evil. It is not a hard and fast rule, but it is a general sense. So while I, a gold dragonborn, am commonly known to have some vast rivalries with red dragonborns, I would not think the highest of one if I came across him. But I would not, due to my experiences, believe him to be evil off the bat.
Ooh. So, let's say if we happen to kill, like, a, golden dragon, would you be mad?
It would depend on the golden dragon.
That was very
Golden dragons are often known for their pride. While they are lawful creatures and generally good for a society, they are generally quite egotistical, believing themselves their law to be the best law.
Okay, so I get you. I'll be back. I'm gonna run off outside where he won't here. I don't know who has the ring right now. Is pinging. That'd be Mike, right?
Mike has had the ring this whole time.
All right. Now he's right next to Mike. He's like, I don't know how good his hearing is, but I want to come all the way out here. Basically, if you just talk really logical to him, you probably could get away with having a ring and pinging him right in front of his face.
You could.
Anyone who is inside the tavern does see Jack after that conversation walk into the back of the building.
That was a breath.
Oh my gosh.
Before we go any farther, I say over the Rocky Talkie. It seems we have an immediate concern at hand regarding dragons. We will talk about the wishing ring another day, perhaps tomorrow, but before anything gets out of hand, those two party members.
What?
Those two potential party members. I believe that the larger our party, the larger our success, and they do have expertise in areas in which our current band is lacking.
The only thing lacking here is your dick size. Nari's definitely gonna say that. Because Nari is not in the mental state to try and take on more people like in her close party. Which is definitely a Nari problem, but like
That's her problem.
We can keep them at hand, however, over time, our opinions of them may change. We do not, by any means, need them in our inner circle. They do have, however, the same mission as ours, the greater mission of this party.
I will agree that some extra help may be worthwhile, but for now I see them as no more than fodder. My opinion may change in the future, but they will have to earn that.
Acceptable.
Is this how you guys talked about me, like, when I was first joining? I'm starting to get, like, really introspective and a little bit sad that this is, like, how analytical and mean you are about things. Because I just thought they were cool guys and wanted them to join, and you're kind of being mean.
Do you truthfully want that answer, Drake?
No, I just got it. He's gonna take the Rocky out, put it in his pocket, and he's gonna go back into the bar.
Warden was gonna
To
say
be
something.
fair, I do like your snake.
Thanks.
You're better now than you were before, if that makes you feel any better.
You're trying. You're certainly trying. And he's at the bar now. He doesn't have his Rocky yet, so you guys continue this conversation without him.
Okay, is there any more... Does that conversation go any farther?
Warden steps up and walks over to their and sits at their table.
Okay. They're kind of sitting nearby each other, not at the same table.
I kind of wave one of them over, and I.
To be honest, I was thinking for a long time moving over to sit with Gorsh to talk about I rolled an 18 for how hard I would think of an actual strategy for the slave problem I was thinking of, and I was thinking of eventually going over and talking to him about it, be like, what do you think of this idea?
What do you think of this idea? We kill them. That way they're no longer in chains.
No, okay, if I rolled something lower, I would have just done that. But I rolled an 18, and I do have at least zero.
So I walk over and sit at the Dragonborn's table, and I wave you over. Walk over to the table, sit down. Pardon my memory, it's foggy at times. At least I think it is. Go over once again what you both have expertise in when it comes to combat.
I'm good in more of the arcane arts. How much do you know about magic and the schools of it?
A large amount.
Yes, I figured.
It just doesn't continue to ask questions.
I was like, and then I just shake, nod my head, and then I look at you.
Okay, I thought you were gonna ask more questions than that.
So did
I basically just hit things with my axe, and I try to attract attention.
And you both understand that while the greater mission that we were all sent here for has more or less been put on pause due to the predicament that the rest of my party are in.
Don't believe we weren't aware of this at all, correct?
You were aware that their original mission was to begin a rebellion.
Yeah.
And they have been sidetracked
Got
very, very heavily. They explained something, Titan, something, Everlasting Storm, something. They'll brief you better than we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhat aware.
I know slightly of what what you speak of, but my main goal is to achieve the freedom of these people.
Understandably, and that is also the greater goal of the rest of my party here. However, if you will be traveling with us, I will need you both to understand that, and again, I can explain it further perhaps later, in private quarters. Our original mission has sidetracked us in a soul-bound contract, and we are currently in the midst of completing that contract. Your assistance with such a matter would be greatly appreciated, and the sooner we are freed of this contract, the sooner that we can, and you as well, continue our original mission.
As long as we return back to the initial mission, I will do anything.
If it makes you feel better, it will involve hitting a lot of things.
I do like hitting things.
He really does.
This next target is big.
What type of big? And Atan is dead serious that whole time.
Depending on what we're dealing with, anywhere from a few-story building to the size of half a mountain.
That's rather
Can
large.
I guess based off of that description?
It could be a giant, it could be a dragon, it could be...
Can I roll for it?
You would assume it's probably something like a dragon.
Okay.
It probably wouldn't be, it's a dragon, but...
Okay. Then I'll just straight up say this. I'm like, then, based off of what you just told me, what type of dragon are we dealing with?
Old.
How old?
Old enough.
I mean,
I need to know.
I mean what color?
That is very racist of you.
Atan completely ignores that.
We got racism, we got pedophilia, we got it all,
No matter
guys.
the color, I kill them the same way.
Sorry, I was hung up on the racist. The racist with my.
What color is the thing we're gonna kill?
I believe my party could care less what the color was, but the older the better. I understand that. Well, I gesture to your body.
Yes.
Metallic would be rather difficult.
If they are to be suspected as being of evil of nature, no matter what metallic or chromatic they are, then I will be fine with serving my axe into their skull.
Perfect.
I'm gonna laugh if it's a gem.
My final note. The good portion of my party has it in good nature to be cautious of adding new members to our group. We have been through a variety of perils that have strengthened bonds between us. I cannot guarantee how welcomed you would be. However, I serve just as a healer, and my primary prerogative is the survival of my party. If you both wish to join now, then my prerogative will include you.
If there was ever any doubt we
Oh,
intended to join you,
I
we
was,
accept
I
us
was about to say, I don't think it really was up
to us.
to us if we would join you. I think it was more about if if your group, not more of acceptance, but
Got it together.
Understood. Now, for matters at hand, we have a magical device that can detect dragons of the age of adult or the age of adult or older.
Handy little item.
This item has pinged the location in this building, and we have reason to believe it is the Golden Dragonborn, Jack, who serves here at this bar. I wish to not cause any harm to Jack, as Jack has been paramount in the success of our party thus far. However, I would advise to keep aggression to the minimum, but if need be, combat could arise.
Didn't I somewhat start a fight with him?
Yeah, you seemed to get aggressive towards
Believe it-
his server,
Okay. It was, and then he came out.
and then he came out,
and I kind of threatened him.
and you did kind of threaten him, and then he kind of said you would be in the dirt before you could do anything.
Yeah.
Was his appropriated
Yeah.
response.
So, dragon, born,
Born dragon.
Born of dragon.
dragonborn. We will rely on diplomacy for the time being.
So,
Anyways,
Shrek,
you are
Mike,
welcome to
you
come.
guys are still outside in the back of the building, unless you have decided to come inside.
I think he had.
Oh, I said I went
walking
inside.
off.
And
Okay.
then Warden is also going to just quickly explain that basically the capabilities of each of the party members, and once again go over their names.
Yeah.
And then when he gets to himself, is I am a sentient automaton. That's all I say.
How many automatons would Gorsh have seen? Very few, if any.
Probably none.
Probably about 5-10 feet behind him as he's coming in.
I
Okay.
am metal, inside and out, head to toe.
I mean that would explain the giant hammer that you had earlier of yourself. So I mean,
Oh, you mean this? And one of my arms just
Turns into a hammer.
it's so fucking cool. I
That
just
is-
didn't say anything earlier.
The Warden gets a little excited, and he's like, "Oh, he thinks
His
it's
hammer
cool."
gets a little bit bigger.
No, no. Warden is like, "Oh, you thought that was cool." And then another arm deploys
The crossbow.
the giant crossbow,
Completely made of steel, and it's like a steel cable that is
and
used
it's like this
as a
cable,
torque.
like it's almost like a steel cable.
That is
And-
fascinating.
And then, and then I deploy a shield out of one arm,
What the
and then I undeploy a shield, and then I deploy another shield
What
from the other
How,
side.
And
are
a
we talking
spear.
small, like shields like
Oh
this?
no,
Or,
we're talking like full shields.
And
It's about a 6 foot tall, and it's like a flat bar that props out that's maybe like 2 inches thick that just drops and drops and drops and drops and just scales
Yeah,
to
and-
size where it can probably cover 3/4 of his body.
Yeah,
Oh
I've modified these shields to be able to fully envelop into a tower shield, and then finally I also, in the same arm that whipped out the hammer, I whip out the claw, and then I retract though. Currently, I can only have one shield at a time, but anyways, that's something.
He can't do any somatic anything really with one shield out because it pretty much does take his 2 left arms to hold up the shield.
Have I done any research in my time of studying automatons? None.
Automatons aren't really a thing
They're not.
in this world.
They're
Yeah.
not.
Very common.
Not in the common.
You're
current,
thinking, holy shit, what the fuck is this?
Basically,
And I'm thinking,
holy
shit, this is cool as fuck.
How?
I do not
Cool.
have a soul by your definitions of it. However, I am powered by the weave.
The weave. I have no idea what that is.
The weave is
the weave.
magic. Everything
it's
magic.
just called weave.
The weave is
We
the magic
The
of
force.
Oh, that's just what it's
The weave.
The
is
weave
the
is the
force.
force.
Think of it like the particle pixie dust that is through every reach of it's the force.
I just didn't realize
Every
the
reach of
weave is
yes.
what it was. Got it. Now I know what that's called.
So now, I am literally just a ball of arcane magic. Anyways,
what?
He had nothing to say.
I know he's just like looking.
I'm still.
I
I'm basically
told you
giving
I
you the
was dead
same look,
serious,
just in shock.
Okay.
Seeing your
We're just
So,
yeah, we're just
Trick,
going to casual
Mike,
conversation.
as
now,
you
so-
guys walk into the tavern, what do you do?
Oh, I forgot to deploy my daggers that are like pops out of my thighs.
Yeah.
I
I forgot to deploy the spear that comes from my groin.
As soon as you started doing like the cool arm stuff, I like Aton's
can't even
seriousness
see.
in his like
I can't
in his
even
like
see you,
facial
so I just
like
What?
decreased substantially.
And
Like
now
he
you're
went
just
back to
like-
low IQ.
You're like unga bunga, he can hit things.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, Drake, Mike.
I'll keep sitting there and talking to him about like the capabilities of my crossbow that I have in there because I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, you're
It's basically like how you talk about your games, and I'm just constantly
Yeah,
listening.
it's like,
It's
ah.
literally-
Probably go up to the bar,
Okay.
order a drink.
Okay, so Woot, the Furbolg, is the one at the bar right now. And he... Alright. And he kind of sets a drink. There you go.
Could you let Jack know I need to speak to him, please?
I believe he actually just left.
Oh, for yourself. You guys are-
We have a set of farms that he run, that he visits every week.
Okay.
I'm sure he'd welcome you out there. Mostly flocks. Not much plant life. But there are 2 or 3 on the southwestern side of the city. I can give you directions if you'd like. He'll be out there for most of the day.
Okay. Yeah, we might go drop by. I'm not sure what our plans are for the day yet, but I would appreciate directions.
Yeah, and he just kind of
Still a matter of-
gives you directions. It's a
Yeah.
pretty straight shot. You guys are already on the south side of the city. So there's not much development to go through before it's just about quarter mile, half mile out the city. Couple sets of farmsteads. You would probably say it's somewhere in between like a 50 to 80 acre plot is what it sounds like, that has 3 separate farms. Whole bunch of farm animals and stock life. You would guess that that's probably how they keep food in the building.
Okay.
Rather than buying it themselves, they just source it from the money from their adventuring days through
Are
farms.
none of them casters?
Jack is a bard. Woot appears to be some kind of...
Jack's a bard?
Jack is a
Let's
bard.
fucking go. He's just like me for real.
He's just like me for real. You know that both Reek and Tark seems to be a full ass barbarian. Reek, you would guess maybe has something else mixed in there. You don't really know what. And Woot seems to be more of a druid.
Okay.
Like if you've looked at the pictures for and Whole New World NPCs, I actually made a whole bunch. I made Woot, Tark, and Jack. If you check the Discord, you can see the general idea of what they look like.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my normal booth
Discussing.
and go ahead and ping my ring again.
As you ping your
Pinging
ring,
Silver.
it does
Oh.
point straight west from
For
ring.
the city.
Straight
Pinging straight
west now?
In character. Oh
As in,
So you said the farms are straight south.
They're southwest of the city, but you are already on the south end.
Oh, okay.
So you would assume he's in transit since he just left. So he's west.
Jack.
Yes.
Probably not.
Or
So he just straight up dipped.
yeah, he went out the back door, and they just happened to come to the front as he went out the back.
Wait, do we think he knows he's been pinged?
You don't know.
To where?
Sorry, I kind of checked out for a minute.
But
I could
the
SB.
ping would be something that I would assume it could still, in fact, be him and not just something else that happened to be here.
You would assume so since you only received one ping with all previous attempts at it. You would assume that if it is Jack, which it very much seems to be, that it's just Jack walking away from you.
Would it be easily deducible that the reason Jack pings and not him is because Jack is significantly higher?
Well,
Powered?
it's an adult or larger dragon. Not dragonborn, not dragonkin. Dragon.
Okay, so he's probably then a full-on dragon disguising as a dragon brand new.
That would be
Potentially.
your assumption.
Okay.
Or the smallest true dragon you've ever seen. He is pretty swole though. If you look at that picture, he be.
Okay.
He got them daddy muscles.
That's the character who's Snake.
Mihal's definitely not super stoked to be taking on Jack because Jack has been very, very solid for our cause.
Are you looking at the?
Yeah, that is a lot bigger snake than I thought.
Oh. When I say he got a chunky snake.
I thought we were
And
talking
he got an arm. The chunky snake with an arm.
The chunky snake. The chunky snake is not a snake from this realm. It's from the
Oh,
Astral
yeah,
Sea.
that man's definitely a bard.
Yeah.
A bard that used intimidation.
I am actually fairly proud of how those three turned out. It's very similar to what I thought they would look like. Woot is wholesome as frig.
Yeah.
He looks so chill. So does Tark, honestly. Tark's smile.
No, thought in Tark's head.
Not a thought in his head. Facts. Alright, so Mike kind of goes to his regular booth. What would everyone like to do? It's about afternoon at this point. You guys have spent a lot of time dilly-dallying around the morning. So, what is the interests of the party as we begin to kind of go to the back end of the session?
Warden wanted to shop. Does anyone else want to shop?
I have no money.
I got money.
I want money, Drake.
Warden
I
says
give you
over
some money.
Warden says
Can I
over
please
the
have
Rocky.
money?
Warden says over the Rocky. Would anyone like to go shopping?
I would love to go shopping.
It's like.
I mean, there's not a lot of good stuff around
It's
here.
like, would you like to get anything from the store?
Anybody want
Would you like some milk?
Okay.
Oh no, not the milk.
I'm 25
You
years old.
wish
It's
to
like if
buy.
milk is mentioned, Gorsh starts having a break.
I don't know what I would
Forgot
buy,
that's
but I
what
wish to buy.
Prometheus looks like.
What'd you say?
Well,
I said I
I
forgot
think
that's what
that-
Prometheus looks like.
there's no.
Yeah.
I'm
Prometheus
ignoring
chill
all
as
the other
heck.
characters
I will
till
be
I meet
heading
them.
to the magical gear shop. Anyone who wishes to join me may come.
I'll join
Anyway.
you. I've been there once. I know the one you're going to.
All right.
Okay, so you make your way to the Wizard of the Coast with the.
I'll tag along, not that I am looking for anything in particular at this point.
Does
I
Drake
definitely
join
buy.
along?
Did I
Yeah.
finish transcribing flight?
Yeah,
Drake,
you would
where
have
did you
transcribed.
get
like,
money? That's Nari. Nari's asking. When did you get money? By the way.
I told you, I like invested in a bank, and you know how stuff works. Right, so
hence
like
the,
got some money there.
hence the suits.
Yes, I was
Last
here
night.
rather
Right.
curious.
We made our way to the Bank of Dwin.
I didn't
That's-
Yeah,
realize.
the Bank of Dwin to. It was
Yeah, I know,
Drake's interest to invest in some of the
Right. Yeah. We don't need to go into detail.
funds
I mean,
we
like,
got
we're
from
almost
a
there, so we
specific
can just buy some stuff.
beneficiary in whom is in a jar.
You have a.
I mean, jar.
What?
Let's just say that we are.
You stole from Kethrak?
Well,
What?
Kethrak's not going to be using it anymore, to be fair.
Let's just say
I
that
mean, I'm
our
not saying it isn't, but
beneficiary.
is there? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing.
Let's just
Magically
say we have the
protecting?
funds for the party.
We stole from Kethrak. Let's go.
Well, our beneficiary, Kethrak, is currently in a jar, so he doesn't have much say.
I agree. Let's
Put that
spend
in
that
a
bitch's
jar.
money.
On you.
Why? Put his money to. I think it's ironic. We're gonna put his money towards
Oh my
freeing the
lord.
slaves he worked his entire life to enslave and entrap and torture. Does he need? Oh.
All right, so you go shopping.
I'm going shopping.
What are you looking for?
Firstly,
Because I'm gonna be honest, y'all probably have pretty much better than anything this guy can provide.
I would like a magic water bottle that never runs.
That's actually very easy to procure.
Let's
That would
do
be
it.
100 gold.
no. Why do you want?
I would not waste 100 gold.
I'm pretty sure one of you guys already have one. If I'm gonna be
Really?
honest.
What?
A decanter of endless.
Actually, I need
water.
more healing potions. Frankly.
After endless healing potion. Use your way.
You want more healing potions? So look at the guy who makes them.
Yeah. You guys don't really have to spend much on them because he straight up makes them. for
Okay,
you
what
guys.
what materials do you need?
He has them.
I'm pretty sure.
Am, do I look like I'm talking to you?
Oh wait, you buried most of mine, didn't you?
No, a small chunk.
Because I gave you a bunch. Oh, I still have 10
You
after
seem
that. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I forgot I still had those ones too.
I buried 4 potions.
Well, I can give you a
And
couple
I
of
have
potions
6
if you.
potions on me.
I have just 2 regular right now, so I would appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll give you 3 regulars and let me deduct those real quick. So I'll give you 3 regulars
Robes.
and a
rings.
greater.
Robes, rings. I mean, there's some robes
Jewelry.
of protection, rings of protection.
Are there any like really cool capes or outfits that Nari would appreciate?
Probably
I got the fucking cape. I make the whoosh noises.
whoosh. There is one. There are actually 2. There is one that has a outer purple back that has a red inline, like bright red on its inner side. And there is another one that almost it's a dark green, greenish black, and it almost it's hard to fully tell. Like it almost shifts
These magical.
as you're looking at it. Yes.
Like,
What are these?
what do they do?
Well, you would have to ask the.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Gregario.
Gregario. Please tell me about these magic capes.
So
This one's kind of looking at me funny.
the one, it's not looking at you. It's just hard to
Oh.
perceive.
Yes.
What it does is it makes you harder to perceive when you are wearing it. So it's harder to narrow you down and find you or hit you.
I like it. I like it. And this one?
The
This
other one
purple?
has the capability to, as people often say, bamf you an extended distance away. Teleport.
Teleport or just like give you extra
Teleport.
moving?
Teleport. It gives a casting of Dimensions Door. Dimension Door.
Heaven's door.
Which one would work better? I would.
Anything
would
in
like to
regards to
teleport.
spell resistance?
Can I wear both?
No.
Can I wear both?
No.
Would they require attunement?
I believe both do, yes.
Well,
What about?
never. I only have 3 attunement slots.
I asked him.
Is there something that gives me more attunement slots?
No,
No.
not here.
Not here. No.
The only class that gets extra attunement
Nuggets.
slots is Artificer.
Actually, well,
It's like the only good thing they do.
could I sell
It is
my?
the best thing that they do. Maybe not the only good thing. armor.
Okay,
has some
actually,
pretty
I have a
sick stuff, so
question.
is artilleryist.
I have a question. So the recent rapier that I got,
Mhm.
could I like get more charges, like recharge it somehow?
It
No,
recharges.
Once it's done,
it
it's done.
recharges after a long rest.
Yeah, it recharges
Oh.
daily.
Okay, can I just sell my other thing then?
You can sell your
my
Frostbrand
Frostbrand?
rapier back, yes.
Unless anybody wants it. Does anybody want my Frostbrand rapier? Okay, cool then. I'll just
No
sell
one else
it.
can use finesse weapons except him.
Yeah, so you could sell it back for about 2,000 gold. Remember, you bought it for like 6.
Fair. Okay, yeah, I'll sell that.
Okay, so you
If
can
he's
sell
interested in it.
that. Yeah, he would be very interested in it. That would be probably the finest weapon in his collection.
What assortment of rings or jewelry do you have?
Rings of water walking, there are no resistance-based rings.
That's fine. What else?
Rings of
Are
protection,
there any necklaces?
not much. No,
I asked Arias.
not really.
What about a ring of
Bell story? No. Not here.
I would be in Dwinder.
Anything you're looking for will be in it.
Anything.
Damn.
Oh.
Don Turum
You know what?
has a
I
better
want the
selection.
cape that's
I think.
I want the cape that's gonna allow me to teleport.
The teleporting cape, that one would be 3,000 gold.
Okay, I'll just. Mr. Trickster, can you make up the extra 1,000? Would that be too much to ask?
Warden,
I promise I will never give slap you again.
Warden, as you're
That's Nari talking.
asking him that, Warden just casually walks over and just places a
Never
bag of
mind,
1,000
I
gold in
reserve
your
the
hand.
right. Because you were as bad.
So, you
Don't
can
you want to prevent the violence within our party? I demand right. I demand to be able to give gold. I want to prevent gift slapping, whatever I see.
He's so angry.
You can go ahead and add the Cape of the Montbank.
Cape of the Montbank.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to get rid of my.
MOU. Like Mount E-Bank. Is how it's spelled. So they just gotta leave you guys at the tavern because they were.
No, I went with him.
You followed him?
I
Okay.
did.
Because they
I
did
don't
not
know.
talk to
I was
you
gonna
about
say,
it.
No, he was with us, but we were.
They were at
Well,
the same
He
table.
was near me.
He had asked through the Rocky Talkies, do you guys want to go shopping? And everyone said,
Through the
yeah.
Rocky Talkie.
He
Rocky
did say
Talkie.
through the Rocky Talkie.
So
Well, then I just
So,
followed him.
yeah, you guys are just following them like,
Well,
oh, we're going to the magic shop.
I do something different.
Okay.
So because I'm feeling so angry, and because I hate the situation that I'm in, where I can't do anything about the situation that the town is in, I just go and start walking. I just start walking around the city, collecting the anger inside.
Wow.
collecting
Okay,
the anger.
collecting. That's how he fuels his rages, guys. He has to collect the anger.
Nice.
Amulet of the Divine. Plus 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Cape of the.
The Montbank. MOU.
1, 2, or 3.
There'll be a 1.
No, I'm just married.
Do I get that here? Do I wait plus 3?
Plus 3 still's gonna be very, very overpriced.
Oh yeah.
Magical items are still overpriced here compared to Volusia because there are far less of them.
Yeah, I know that.
Again, supply is a lot lower, demand is same.
How much for the same?
The amulet would be like 2,500.
I'm gonna ask him about an alchemy jug.
An alchemy jug?
I can only use it
What,
once.
what kind of
He just
jug
wants
are
to
you
make
looking for?
mayonnaise.
Yes, I said it is a one-use teleport.
I like
Oh,
that the
damn.
alchemy jug specifically
Sorry, I
states
don't
that it can
remember
make
that.
mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Was the other one?
Yeah.
The other one was the Cloak of
My
Displacement.
Okay,
my
it just makes me
Kenku
harder to
bard,
hit.
my Kenku bard had
It
a
gives
whole
everyone
character
disadvantage
arc
on you
surrounding
until
just
they
that
hit you.
mayonnaise.
Upon which disadvantage goes away, but it resets at the beginning of your next turn. Makes you a lot harder to hit.
I would rather have that than something I can
That's
only
a lot
use
more expensive.
Once. Damn, how much more expensive?
That one is 7,000 gold.
Wait, that's only one charge.
The
Only
Cape of the
one charge
Montbank
per
is
dawn.
one charge. Now, is
Think about
that
it, once
one
per
attunement?
combat.
What is dimension? I don't know the details of dimension.
Well, is that one attunement? It's 400 feet teleportation.
Oh, the other one's attunement.
The Cloak of Displacement is. I don't think the Cape of the Mountebank is.
No,
What
it's
do you
not.
mean by what type of? aqua jug because there's 3 colors: standard, blue, and orange, but they don't change.
They don't change. Okay, I am not familiar with it.
Oh,
AKA,
okay.
what do you want from this item?
Well, it has wine, water, salt water, fresh water, vinegar, oil, mayonnaise, honey, beer.
Okay,
basic
it's
poison,
any
or
liquid.
acid, and it can be any of those, but only once. And I think you can change it like once a day, and it's up to 2 gallons or something like that.
What is
Okay.
the other cape called?
The cloak of displacement.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sure I could work something out. Let me go check my stock.
Okay.
And he comes out with what appears to be a leather wrapped wooden jug. Maybe fits a quart or two inside of it, and has a massive cork on it, anime style massive cork on it, and slides it over and says, "Go ahead, try it out."
I'm gonna pop the cork, take a big old sniff. What does it smell like?
Right now, it smells almost like a honeydale.
Okay. So, does this one change like the ones I've seen elsewhere?
Yes, you can change it multiple times a day. As the time goes through, I haven't tested with it that much. You'd have to test to find its limits. I wouldn't push it too far. But the more fantastical the drink, the less you're going to be able to change it in the day to day.
Can you two
That's fair.
stop bickering like a married couple? God. Shut up.
Would the
Gross.
church be in winter?
How much would you ask?
Yeah, which is why I know
I
it's
mean, they are
disgusting.
the government's church. So
Well, no, they are not.
what? How is the Church of God not the church of the dwarves?
The Dwendalian Empire is not a heavily religious empire.
Oh, okay.
The Church of Gond is one of the more popular churches,
Aren't
but
they
it is not.
atheist? Like as their
They're not atheists.
technical
They're
religion?
agnostic.
They just
Ag-
Would,
Agnostic,
would
okay.
be their general term, because no one in a world where the gods are actively doing stuff is going to say, "Yeah, no, you don't exist."
By the
Well, I
way,
mean, some of them
you
probably do.
you have the soul cage, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
he
still
does.
have it in my backpack,
Yes.
so I'm gonna.
It's in your. Do you have a bag? of holding? I'm pretty sure it's in your bag of holding. Yeah.
I would like to purchase a
Put
bag
it in my
for
bag of holding.
You can pick one up for 350.
How about you just grab one for the guy who has 3?
Apparently, I do not have it in there.
Not you.
Okay, then it
How
is
many
on your
bags of holding do you have again?
3.
Well, no, I have the
Yeah.
bag of holding. I just don't have the soul cage list.
Okay.
Is what I mean.
Okay. Would you
I
have
do
liked?
have
You
it,
would have liked
but-
it to be in there,
Yeah.
rather than on your person. I'm
Yeah.
assuming. So.
I just didn't realize I hadn't actually added it back.
Well, so we still have.
Opens
Really
chest,
I was gonna say, I keep
shoves
forgetting-
something inside,
I
closes.
keep forgetting you're like literally just you hold me accountable
Yes, Nari?
for things.
Yeah, Nari?
I forget about that. You give me
Yeah,
like
they-
an allowance of money.
Correct. How much do you have currently?
1,000.
Yeah.
Because we realized I only have 15 and you have like 5,000 or something.
Correct.
Or you get 6,000.
Well,
or like,
I said there's 6,000 split between the two of you,
Yes.
and you guys were like, "Yeah, it doesn't make sense for Atan to have an even amount
Yeah,
of
yeah,
money."
no, but then we're like, but if I'm gonna be doing any character stuff, maybe I should just have something just in case. Just in case.
Then you go and ask him for it. Can I get my allowance?
Or
Yeah, well, yeah, we already
instead of
discussed
reaching into
that. I would have already been.
reaches
We,
into
How much
before
does he
my
want for the jug?
The jug,
per
the jug will be
city,
1,000.
I get
Yeah.
like
1,000?
per city.
Damn.
I'll give you
All right.
You can go to Trake, Daddy.
Yeah, I don't
per
really feel
comment.
like the
It's
jug
a-
is worth
it's a different
1,000.
one.
I mean,
Well, you can
So-
bargain with it. Like
Well,
everything's
400?
overpriced,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you can bargain with him.
okay.
I just kind of look at him and go, really? 1,000?
Well,
Like, I
when-
get that it's.
When we're considering the time it took me to enchant this jug, it took me nearly a day to enchant it. And in that, with overall costs, was 200 to 300 gold pieces. So, in considering of what else I could have used my time for, it would have... I don't feel like it's unreasonable. It may be a little expensive, but how many of them are you going to find in this area?
How many of anything are we gonna find? 9 letters.
If you have an express reason, say you've seen it in Dern as cheaper, then maybe we can discuss something.
I don't believe I have seen it in Darren specifically cheaper.
No, but you can lie.
But, yeah.
Do you
I
price
know
match
that-
here?
Back
Give me the Carfax.
on the mainland, an alchemy jug literally goes for like 5 to 10 gold in some areas.
We deaths
Like,
were in that item.
They're super well.
Well, some.
Generally
These
speaking.
deaths.
I
But
don't know
those
about
are
many
far
deaths were in
weaker.
that
They
cloak you
can't.
got.
This could
That's what
summon
Carfax tells
poisons.
us. People
Oh.
die in the cloak.
Yikes.
All right. Well, you've piqued my
Get fast.
interest.
Only 3 known deaths.
What kind of poisons? Are you talking like
Had to be
basic
repaired this many
poisons,
times.
or
Basic
more
poisons?
potent?
Got a little
Potent ones. This
thread
one.
It's
that
I
got
don't
more
know
of this-
how
repaired.
expansive
This
it could
gets me-
go,
hit-
but it
hit
can
this
go
many times,
much
win this
farther
many
than your
times.
average alchemy
Do you have the
jug.
cape facts on
I see. I see.
Adam?
Well, that changes things a little bit.
Do you have the cap facts?
Cap facts?
I'm gonna ask him how much he would offer for the vicious short bow that I have. Maybe we can do a bit of a trade. Bring that price down a bit.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. We'll see where this comes out to.
For fuck's sake.
11.
11? Well, with the vicious short bow included, I believe, with what you've spoken, we can drop that down to 600 gold pieces.
I don't remember how much I
Supply
spent on the vicious
Mari,
short bow.
Mari,
That was something I
Mari was the
started
same
with,
as
wasn't
her.
it?
She didn't have to
That,
buy very
I
many
believe,
things for herself.
Either you started with it,
She
or you
understands
got it
insurance.
very
Yeah,
soon.
she understands
No, you
insurance,
got that
but
from
not
Ventar.
why money
Oh,
is
Ventar
important.
commerce.
Yeah, all everyone's first magical items
Insurance,
came
not
from Ventar.
commerce. That's exactly what
Okay.
and not and.
Tell you
Christ,
what,
like, my friend had money to spend
the bow and
himself.
you
It'd be
said
funny if you
600.
learned like the lore of how
How about
like,
the bow
insurance
and-
started. Like,
I
it was
think we
all
need
just
500.
fucking game
Yeah,
members.
I
Just
think
decided
sure,
to
that's
do
right.
it.
Intelligence
You don't think this will be a
party, so
very
special.
high? I don't think this will be a very high check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Let's go.
Well,
Should have gone lower.
it seems there's going to be an express amount of patronage. Now and possibly in the future. We can bring it maybe down as low as 400.
All right.
If I walk around town with an advertisement, will you lower it?
Well, considering most of those in the city, no offense to them, but are incapable of partaking in my patronage, then likely not around this city.
Do you have business cards?
Yes,
I will personally
I have quite
deliver
a few.
them for you if you lower.
I, unlike some other larger magical shops, do not have any sister companies.
Yeah, I mean it's quite an amazing place you built here.
I would like to.
I mean,
think so.
quality material, quality service, quality customers.
Okay, that's a little bit thick on the butter.
Oh, what can I say? Just trying to help. No. Would you two shut? You're disrupting the session.
What the fuck was that?
The cat. Yeah, I like really missed. It's the
She
cap to
missed
my.
so bad.
To my.
Okay,
I'm about to throw a D20 up your nose.
a D4 would be way better.
Dude, this one's nice and
D4
sharp.
would hurt.
Some
Yeah.
double D4 up the nose.
You got a D8.
These are heavy dice, dude. This would hurt.
Have you guys dealt with the spiders yet?
No.
No, there's no
Exactly.
spiders.
You guys
There's no
gotta
spider.
get with
You came here just for combat. We're about
You
to end
came
the
here to
session.
spectate, okay? You
Now
don't
you're
get to choose
goofing
what
off
you're
with your
spectating. Okay,
Choose what you expect.
So 400.
400.
Okay.
Is anyone interested in the Cloak of Displacement?
I'm really interested in the Cloak of Displacement, but I don't have $7,000. And I already bought the other cloak.
I think.
And I can't wear two cloaks at the same
What
time.
is then conversion?
You looking up gold to USD?
Yeah.
What
You
is
will
something?
not find it,
What is
'cause I
something
have
Trake would
a
want?
unique-
Oh yeah.
Nari's wanting to make
Then what is it?
nice.
How pearls of power?
About a gold would be equivalent
Sounds good.
to a
But-
$50 bill. Equivalent. Close to. That's
I
why you
don't
can
know,
generally
I
get
haven't-
and stay with it.
Bro, do you
Heard
know
a
what's
lot of
funny?
things that
The
Jake would be
fact
interested
that
in, yeah.
If you tried to pay for one of the Domino's pizzas, you
Also,
wouldn't be able to use a
is
gold.
there?
This
You wouldn't.
spell sponsor, this sponsor.
Is there?
Pearls of power?
Pearls of power, no.
I could use on my arrows.
Tinder.
Dwinder.
I would love to
I'm
add
also
that to.
about to figure out what kind of poisons I can use on this upgraded alchemy jug.
Nice. So if you figure, if you have an extra poison on
Me ruminating
I
about
would
my angry
like to
feelings.
Um,
I'm gonna have to do some
you
testing though,
know
I think,
the
because I don't know
scene
exactly how fountain
in
type can get.
that
Fair, okay.
animated movie about Moses.
I mean, I'm not going to volunteer to
Uh,
tell them.
The Son of Egypt,
That's
Prince of Egypt.
Oh,
Prince of Egypt. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know the scene just before he kills one of the Egyptian guards, where he's walking through,
Yes.
and he sees. Now, there is an extreme lack of whips. They do not seem to be actively
Oh, fuck.
abusing.
You're putting me in a situation. Okay.
They do not. There does not seem to be active abuse of the slaves. It is more like a controlled working force,
Mhm.
and heavily controlled.
It'd be great
But
to
there
turn
are
down
masters
all
around
the
that do seem to
Oh
have
my God.
controllers for some of the neck bands,
Ayo.
and
we
that
talking-
is what you are viewing.
Are we
You are
talking
viewing
about Tom,
people
or are we
on
talking about
scaffoldings
Nate, right?
up high, not necessarily in safe positions.
I like to put a little bit of
also
myself into
OSHA.
every character I play.
So
OSHA isn't around to save you anymore.
yet, not anymore
Oh,
yet.
Osha. It's Osha.
But I would say that is
More like
about
no
as,
Shaw.
that is an apt description of what you see.
Mhm.
Without the abuse of the slaves, you see like that scene of walking through the city and just all around you there are people carrying planks of wood. You hear hammers. Some people using saws. There's a group of 8 that are carrying a large boulder up a hill. It is still hard labor and it is still brutal, but it is not abusive. Okay. Yes. Eyes of the Eagle.
The eyes of the one-eyed snake.
Yes. There would be some Eyes of the Eagle.
How much for these lenses?
Those would be 750 gold pieces.
If I were to buy this, the amulet.
Which amulet?
Amulet is the
Okay,
amulet of the
okay.
dough. What else was someone else wanting? Did you already buy the alchemy jar?
I talked him down good.
Okay.
Well, good-ish.
I mean, less than half of initial price. Cloak of displacement is the primary thing people are looking at.
Yeah, Trey talked about that.
To be determined at a later time whether or not this actually is worth that much more than a standard alchemy jug, but
Is there anything else in the shop that would you think
Nothing that really
pique my
piques Warden's
interest?
Are there any
Yeah,
cool
so,
shoes?
Boots.
Fuzzy hat.
I already know the answer to this. It's gonna be in Dwinder, but Dwarven.
No.
Would it be in Dwinder? Yeah, I figured it'd be in Dwinder. Okay. Yeah, I'll buy. How much was it? The amulet was.
The amulet was 1,500. The amulet was 1,500.
And then the other one is 750.
Yes. So 2,250 for that pair. Now close your eyes. It won't hurt that much.
that's what he said.
Bro, that's what she said the first time they got into pegging.
Bro.
Fair.
How did he find out about this before?
Thomas, can you give us an answer? Is that about right?
He would know better. Well, actually, I
My
don't know. I think
doctor
Ethan would know best. He's
says-
the gayest of the group.
I think that would be you.
My
What's
doctor said like.
None of us. Caleb and Blood.
I'm just kidding.
He does disappear for hours.
He
at a time.
disappears for hours on end with absolutely no reason to why he's gone.
Exactly.
It's got to be all his gay lovers,
Peg.
all of them.
Peg.
Maybe
No,
that's
he's self-sucking. That's why it takes some hours.
I was wondering why there's a paint section
Okay.
missing on his wall.
Oh my gosh. I ran into him at the gym actually. We'll talk about that after.
2250.
Looks like it wasn't self-sucking.
I'll
In the
just
sauna.
just 22.
I can
Very
manage
cool
that.
sauna too.
Not actually. Okay, so you spend 2,200 for that. Trake. Is
Yes.
Trake interested in the Cloak of Displacement?
That is really the only thing left, right?
That's the only really major thing that seems to have been pointed out up to this point.
Dwinder might have it
Unfortunately,
cheaper.
my attunement slots are full.
Same.
Dwinder might have it cheaper anyways because they have a more variety
got
of
one.
magic items.
I can get one more. Yippee.
Magic items are a little bit more scarce out here, so the price is probably be. It seems we
That would
plan to
be
go to Dwinder at some point,
Yeah,
so.
certainly not that looking, but that would be interesting.
Alright, Trake. Anything you want to do?
Well, I rolled a 14 to make a double-sided coin. How good did that coin turn out with the tinkering
It
check?
didn't.
It didn't turn out. Not with 14.
You tried to, like, heat
Well,
together two
damn.
coins with their
Okay.
head sides up. And they're
Head
very...
sides in, actually.
Head sides in. You want it tails on both ends.
Yes.
And there are very obvious ridges between the coin, and it is still very obviously a thicker coin.
Dang.
Damn.
Well,
Wow.
okay. So we had this whole plan, Ethan and I.
That will
I'm
never
gonna hand him the coin anyway. And it's all up to you, Ethan.
Oh my god.
I look at the coin. I look back at you. You know, I think there's a smaller shop down the street that we should go stop by.
Okay.
I think you need to improve your skills.
You want me to make a
Look
new
at
coin?
it. Please, please. Probably not in the middle of a store.
I got the back. Start like
Way out the back.
fire out my finger. Yeah, just go out back and I take 2 gold coins.
And he goes out the front, then around to the back.
I,
Yes.
Okay, so you attempt to weld together a pair of coins again.
You could just ask
Here we
Warren
go.
to do it. You'd be able to put his 2 fingers together and we'll be fused.
could I use transmutation magic?
Yes, but you.
If you had a spell of that sort.
It's just, I think
Alright.
it's just an ability.
Oh,
Under
that's better.
class features, under, let's see, I have minor alchemy. There's a few others. No, it's shape change, it's a different one.
Changing its substance.
Yeah, substance changing. So I could make it out of a different thing, soft, and then transform it into gold.
Yes, that is possible. Temps are plummeting.
Yeah, I know.
Super hyped about tomorrow.
How cool is this?
That's only 32.
It's not bad.
It's not supposed to get over 20 tomorrow, last I saw.
What?
Anyway.
It was the warmest day of the
It's
week
supposed to be
today.
40.
No,
Yeah,
tomorrow
Today was
Wait,
40.
Tomorrow's gonna be
changed it?
40.
It's 38 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today and,
Literally this morning it said 20 was the high.
today and tomorrow have been higher, and then it goes back down to the
Today was
20s.
pretty
Everyone
decent.
uses different weather sites, okay? Let's
Yep.
be honest.
What do you
Weather
use?
channel.
What do
That's
y'all use?
gay.
I love
Nope.
the weather
You're the
channel-
gayest.
Oh,
Weather
I-
channel and Apple.
You know about sticking
This
stuff
is
up
the
your-
way.
Apple
think I use
Weather is like the most unreliable
Okay.
one.
And
Says.
So,
inefficient.
Let's finish one or two more things, and that way we can wrap up because it is 8:05.
Gonna say,
I got a 21.
Kiddo one.
A 21,
For coin making.
17 plus 4. Yep.
Damn.
17 plus 4. Oh, and you just made a custom roll, and you made a tinkering check.
We're trying.
Tinkering check. Yes.
Okay, what did you add to that? Do you just add your
My
dex?
proficiency bonus. Plus 4. Because I'm proficient in Tinker's stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So with a 21, it looks a lot better. That's for sure. You don't know if it would fool everyone. If you're looking for it, it's very obvious. If you're looking for it.
Right.
And that's if you can like take a real good look at it. But if you can't, then it's not easy to catch.
Sweet. Got a new coin.
I'm
This one's a lot better.
out of the store by this point.
Yeah.
So you walk.
And you just
up-
see him hunched over a rock. Just
I walk over to him. When you finish that coin, hand me that and 2 regular, and just show me them. Don't flip them, and I'll see if I can figure out which is the fake.
Oh, we're having a little.
Okay. I shake them up in my hand. And I lay them up.
Go ahead and roll me a perception or investigation.
Please.
Are the rest of us done in the shop? at
Please
this
roll
point?
it now.
Or are we
Please
still
roll.
Investigate.
I would say they didn't really do anything, so not really.
Okay.
You guys are kind of messing around in the shop, buying shit.
That is a 10.
A 10? You have absolutely no clue.
These are some. This is some pretty good coins. We
Did we pick
we
up
can
our
test
animals?
this.
Animals?
They're at the
We'll
wheel's
find
call.
this. We'll
They're at
find
the
the
wheels
store.
called.
I mean, we can't
I
just haul them
would
around
like
town.
to visit Twig.
Hold on. Last session, I went
Twig's
there
with
to
Drake, I'm
prepare
pretty
them.
sure.
Is Twig back with you?
Is that the ferret?
I thought I just no.
The
No,
snake.
it's a snake.
Yes.
Oh, Twig's back with
I
you.
definitely have Twig if you don't have Twig.
Well, I thought we left
Yes.
Twig at the whale's call with
You
John.
left him
And dog.
with
Dog.
Tark because Tark already
Yes.
had a snake to take care of.
Yeah.
Bro, Tark ate Tark.
That's fair.
Tark ate
No.
Tark. Which way though is the real
Better-
question.
Each other.
Oh,
Better
definitely.
than
It's, it's,
Bro,
it's
fuck the harpy
infant loop,
babies.
The Ouroboros.
Dude, that was
Never
the
forget-
dumbest bit.
The
Dumbest
So
bit.
dumb.
What bit?
The,
The
harpy,
harpy
baby
babies.
bit.
Where they took a pair of baby harpies as pets.
Well, tried.
It did not last long.
It was
Mostly because
horrible.
they were gonna get hurt if we took them any long, and then little did we know.
And their
Nibs
screeches
ate
were
them.
horrible.
I just have a little pet guy, a little funny guy on my shoulder. I just have a black weasel chilling on my shoulder.
Yeah, that's probably why Nari doesn't like you.
Not like he doesn't like black things.
Not
or
a weasel.
Doesn't like black things, obviously.
Got it. Makes sense.
Yes, Nari's very racist.
Makes sense.
Nah, she just doesn't like Ash. Anyway. You're a fire.
Yes.
Ash is the,
Oh,
lack
got it.
of-
Fireball.
the after effect. So you
Oh.
like the fire to be everlasting. So
Oh, I'm gonna ash.
You're-
that's what the
Fire's
Afriti gotta
okay.
say, bro.
Oh my god.
Afriti be bagging. I'm gonna Ash!
That's so gross.
Just shoots out the driest.
I don't need. Let's just continue. Yikes.
in the court.
Let's
or-
wrap up.
Okay,
I
so
gotta
what are
take
you
a
what are you
witness
guys
list.
wanting to do?
I think we want to go find a store that's just kind of small.
Okay. What kind of store? There's only one other magic shop.
Not sure. What kind of store are we thinking? What?
Let's go get the magic shop.
I trust you. Okay. Let's go. You lead
That's
the way.
a very, very.
So you
big
guys
mistake.
go around the corner to
Do
discount
you say that you
counters.
trust me? Do you say it out loud?
Yeah, I say it out loud.
No.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go.
Okay, you guys go
I was hired to
around
help you. I
the
trust
corner to a magic shop that actually hasn't been visited yet
Oh, perfect.
by anybody, and it's titled Discount Encounters. It's not as much a building as it is a large, like, movable tent, but it's still a fairly solid foundation.
Boom. Let's go inside.
Inside, you guys see like old, dusty shelves. This doesn't seem to be that well-established foundation. Seems to be mostly mundane items, maybe a few magical items on the shelf. As you guys kind of get to the back, and there is no one there.
Is there a guy holding?
No.
Hello?
You get
Hello?
no response.
Nobody there?
We're gonna rob you.
Everything's free.
Did you say 100% off discount?
As you guys are hearing that, the door to the tent closes.
Hello? Is it dark now? It's pitch
I run over to the door of the tent.
It is very dark. You can open the door.
Okay.
Are you leaving me?
No. The door can open. We're still fine.
Hello? Hello, hello?
Okay.
Trying to
Can you
leave a
make me
message
light?
for- What?
Okay. I'm just gonna start lighting a torch
No,
because
here,
that's all I can
here,
do for lighting
I've got
now.
it. Send up 3 globules of light around the tent.
Okay.
I mean, is there like a back area?
No. There's a little room in the back that you've peered into, and no one's there.
Well, let's get in here. Let's take them stuff.
Fireball always.
As you say
I was
that,
gonna ask, is there spider repellent at any of the shops?
sure, you can pick up some for
I
five
would like
gold.
to pick up some.
5 gold pieces to pick up like a gallon of it.
Okay.
As,
would like
as
to
you
go back
say,
to the room.
let's just rob some stuff. The arms of the door reach out to the pair of you, And I need you guys to both make athletics checks.
No, dispel
Yikes.
magic.
I
Here we
just
go.
thought
Dispel magic?
of
Was this the
literally
thing that you were
worst
talking about
character
earlier?
ever.
I don't know.
I didn't
maybe.
plan
Okay.
any combat.
So that's not a reaction.
gonna
So you
be
still have to make
a-
your.
I'm not staring at. Okay, I
Like-
thought it was obvious.
I don't know, maybe
Make
It would be
warlock or
counterspell is your
sorcerer,
reaction.
some
Yeah.
sort of
Your next
caster.
action
Yeah.
is dispel
And
magic.
they're
So you
just
still have to
gonna
make the
have-
athletics check.
Acrobatics.
There.
Not
Just
acrobatics.
Athletics or
focus.
acrobatics.
It's
Either
just a
one.
saving
small
throw or check?
couch.
Check.
Check.
Athletics or acrobatics.
It's a
This is
small
grapple.
couch.
Wait, I can make acrobatics?
Yes.
That is
Okay, I'll do
a
that.
18.
18.
This will determine if I actually cast a spell, I guess.
13?
You guys both fail and are thrown
No.
outside of the room. You're thrown outside and the doors stay closed.
Losers.
Wait, that's so cool. We're not fooling this dead, but I'm going back in.
Yeah, I just stand there, watch. Go ahead, I'll follow right behind you.
That's a lie.
Okay, as you go up and you try to part the curtains, you can't enter.
I'm gonna take a gold piece out and say, okay, here's the thing. I didn't know the tent was alive. I thought someone just left a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna pay to even get in here because I deserve it, honestly.
As you say that, the tent almost ripples into the form of a face on the door. Well, that's a very interesting offer. You seemed to be very interested in robbing me when you didn't know that I was around, though.
We were just
Well, to be honest, it was really said really loud so that maybe if someone was in there, they'd be like, oh no, don't rob my stuff, and they'd come out, you know what I mean?
Well, right now I don't have much more than bits and bobs, but if you wanted to come back at a later date, I'd be more than happy to take your patronage. I can smell the arcane magic coming off you, and I can already tell you I don't have much better than what you have, if at all.
You're pretty
Why
cool.
so defensive?
But I,
There's just the NPC that just said, like, I don't have anything right now.
That's
There's no story quest for me.
That's for
away.
me to know and for you to find out at a later date.
here, take this gold, I want you to be my friend.
As you hand it, the tent grows an arm and reaches out and pulls it in.
kinky.
Mom, come get me.
Gives you a
I'm
reach
sorry.
Hey, before I go, are you a businessman?
I would like to think so.
Would you like to be the best magic shop around?
That is the intended goal, however, it will
No,
take
he's a
time.
business tent.
I'm still confused what the fuck.
Okay, noted. I'll be back. And yeah, I leave with Gosh.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if I know what the fuck I'm looking at?
Yeah, sure, go ahead and roll.
Nat 20 plus 8.
Nat 20?
Plus 8.
You have never encountered this, that's why it's difficult for me to tell you.
I have no clue at all. No, like, I can't even figure out what type of magic school might be with
So
the 28.
this is 100% some type of conjuration magic.
Okay.
1,000,000,000%.
Grabs your water bottle, started waving goodbye.
You kind of pull out a minor version of like detect magic and just kind of like roll the arcana and try to peripherally tell what's going on there. There seems to be no. Let's see it. There seems to be no stream of magical communication to the door. So it seems to be the tent itself creating the face. Whether that it's an magically enhanced object to guard the stash while the person's away, you don't know.
It's a sentient tent.
I look over and I'm like, okay, let's go find a different store. That's a tent that can talk. Let's go.
Those
Yeah,
are
you lead the way on this one.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking to do.
I'm just gonna roll a perception.
He's gonna pull a piece of paper and start
There's not too
seeing.
many like
Okay.
small stores from the few people.
Okay,
who live
what are
here.
you guys even trying to do is the question. Because if you're trying to rob people,
It's not necessarily rob as
I've
much
met some
as
at home
forcefully
that are
negotiate.
Like a prismatic glass.
if you're looking to forcefully negotiate, you're gonna have a hard time doing it here. Purely because the only people worth
Yeah, like
forcefully
actually
negotiating
precious metals.
are
Precious
honestly
metals
still
and
not worth
gemstone
forcefully
dyes,
negotiating.
things like
This
that.
is something a
It's regular
tactic would be used far more in like Donturum or Dwinder, where there actually is like entire shopping districts.
Okay.
You've already visited half the shops in this area. Like,
Is there any homeless people around?
there is no homeless in Carmelset. Well,
Oh,
There are hobos.
there are hobos.
We have done some things to hobos.
They have done a couple things to hobos.
Can I roll to look for hobos?
You can roll to look for a hobo.
Perception.
Investigation.
Investigation. Even better. Nat 20 plus 4.
Bro, that's 2 in a row. What the heck?
What the heck?
He's built different.
Sure, you are
Is
able.
anybody checking this man's
It's
dice?
right here. You can see it.
I literally see it every single
Weighted
time.
dice.
Wait,
Hey, he
Yeah,
got him
are
for
they
me.
weighted?
that
That's
is
my
fair. I
question.
did get the die for him.
You bought him weighted
are
dice, you
Thank you.
dick. Where's my weighted
Now,
dice?
I
Bro,
knew you were a
go
good DM.
for the 6 sessions after I bought you guys dice. You were the only one rolling that ones. Everyone else was rolling 20s. You would either roll 1s or 20s, and there was nothing in between.
we-
That's
Dice.
literally how I roll. Almost always.
Yeah, but it was much lower before I picked up dice for everybody. I feel.
Walk up to the hobo. You like gambling? Like game of chance?
I'm gonna be honest. Gambling's why I am.
Hey.
But hear me out.
Is this kind of
90% of gamblers back away right before their next big win. You're right there. This could be your big win. Never back down.
Go ahead and roll up.
Hey, Gorge.
Thank God.
Hey, I don't know. You might get disadvantage because I'm just standing there being like, hey, no, this is bad.
Oh, you said persuasion?
Persuasion, yeah.
Nat 20.
Didn't know the next session was
11.
gonna be a bunch of just town shit.
I mean, I set shit up for you to do. Y'all decided not to do it.
What
Anyway,
was the shit?
you could have chased spiders farther. You've got Jack to go talk to. Those are
Yeah.
2 pretty big
I
things.
figured we were gonna get back to that.
No, you
Bro,
go to the
every time we've
shopping
done
trip.
shopping, it takes a whole session.
Yeah.
I was trying to go talk to Jack, and then you're like, I'm gonna go shopping. I'm like,
I'm gonna go shopping.
fuck it, I guess I'm going with him.
Well, we
What
were just like,
idiot.
I was just trying to
Okay,
figure out what
I
else
can
to
tell
do for the
because
rest
you
of the session
constantly
because I
said
knew that.
the shops don't give you anything that you need right now.
I am actively saying to you guys, you won't get shit from what you're trying to do, and y'all still keep banging your heads against this stone wall. Anyway,
Yeah, a bunch of idiots you guys are.
they really are, and I am actively fine with telling you that.
I went to a shop, noticed there was nothing for me, went to another place, didn't
You're
know.
just going from place to place, being like, nothing here. All right, nothing here.
I have been objectively trying my best.
On
Yes,
the,
she
Uh,
does.
okay, I guess she does a little bit.
What kind of bet are you looking at
Well,
here?
what do you have to offer? I can.
I have nothing.
Got it. I'm gonna give him like 10 gold. and
No,
I'm gonna
no, that's-
push.
Stop
I'm
giving
pushing
shit.
you.
Not
I'm
how,
pushing you.
that's not how this goes.
This is why he put
I
it into
called
the
He takes the 10 gold and like thanks you and starts to walk away.
Hey, I grab you. No, that's for gambling. That's for gambling. You know what I said.
I can live off of this for like a month.
I don't care.
Yeah, please do that. Do not listen to
You're
this
either
man.
offering this or your life. Which would
We're
you
going to rob
like?
a store.
What?
No, we're not going to rob a store.
Threatening me?
No, I said you have gold to offer. We gave you it so you could play a fun game.
What kind of game?
No,
The gay.
game of dice. What
Game
what
of dice.
gambling
The
games
game.
do you have set up? Get fucked.
I'm a big fan with cricket, golf. Big fans.
What dice type gambling games do you?
I haven't
Zach,
played a gambling game.
do
in
you
10
Zach
years.
have set up in the campaign? I'm assuming
Absolutely nothing.
just roll for it. Just roll.
Just roll for it is what I've got set up.
Beautiful.
Here.
Let's
I'm a
play
gambler.
this game
I
of
have a
Gwent.
pack of dice on me always, probably, because I'm a gambling
Yeah, you
addict.
definitely have dice.
Look
on you.
here. You take this.
Shoot some dice.
I'll take this. Do you want to do roll, or do you want to flip a coin? Coin gives better odds.
All right, let's roll. You step over that way and I'll roll over here.
Okay.
You step about 10 feet or 5-10 feet away, Trake in between, looking at the rolls.
Got
Okay. And as he rolls, he just runs.
I run the fuck after him.
He has
Do
the
I-
exact
do I-
same movement speed as you.
Do I catch on to any of this happening? At
Oh,
some
they're gone.
No, I mean, like, do they run by me at any point?
Go ahead and just roll a d20.
You know,
If you have
I'm just yelling at him.
I see him.
Run.
I
I
just
have-
cast message at him. Just real quick. It's cantrip.
Okay. What do you say?
That's one.
Don't worry. We'll find you. We will gamble. And I will get either that money or your
So I
life.
got +2 luck.
You guys have the exact same movement speed, so you wouldn't be able to catch him.
I can still cast message to him.
You can cast, so you can just keep following him if you want. But
I'm
are you
just
just
trying
gonna
to-
waste your day to do
I just
that?
wanted to message it once and try and scare the absolute shit out of him.
Oh, he's terrified.
Now I
He
want
like
to hold like a small mote of fire in my hand while I say that.
Oh,
Can I try to?
now somehow
did you roll?
sprinting beyond
I
his
rolled
normal
8
movement
plus
speed.
2.
8 plus 2. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Damn it.
He got a
That would've
plus
been
5
funny.
movement.
That would've been
speed,
funny,
so
though,
scared
because, like,
shitless.
I will say later in the day you probably do see just tiefling hobo just literally run past you, seemingly terrified.
Okay. He's
Can I
ready.
please tackle him? I would love to roll an athletics check for once in Trek's life.
Okay, sure. Roll athletics.
No.
Gorsh, you can roll acrobatics or athletics.
Fucking roll acrobatics.
Okay, you gotta roll lower than an 8.
Natural 1.
Yes!
Okay, so Trake, in the most Trake way possible, you take out a little bit of rope, and as you jump out towards him, you like whip his ankle with the rope, which causes Gorsh to just fall and slide in the dust. And the hobo dips around the next corner and is gone.
I look at you. So, that went pretty well.
No.
We can get better at this. I can make a profit off of my gambling addiction. I mean, it's not an addiction. I can stop whenever I want to. But I think we can make money off this. We need to
I like
make
your
money.
friend better.
There has to be some way we can make money off of this.
Give me your coin back. I'm done.
What?
The coin?
Here. But
His Ponzi scheme failed.
Is it double-sided? Did you give me my double-sided
I
coin?
gave you the double-sided coin.
Okay. Gorf,
Yeah.
we'll do this another time.
Okay.
Hobos don't have money.
Okay. But you gave him money. Why did you give him money?
We would gain nothing if we got it back.
I thought I could have gambled something. Figured he had something on him. He had clothes.
You what? Never mind. Man, this man doesn't think. He doesn't think. He doesn't know anything.
You know what?
Gorf, we're gonna go
I
back.
think there's a clear difference in the party dynamic.
I
I'm
think
neither
this conversation
indifferent.
is done for now. I just cast fly myself and just go back to the tavern. I just go straight up and away.
Acrobatics to grab his ankle.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I let him grab off.
Technically
No, I
wrapped
let-
up still.
I let
Around
him.
the ankle.
6.
I
Okay,
let
since
him
he
grab
lets
on.
you have the rope around his ankle, and the rope still is holding. So you just grab the rope
Come on.
and are holding beneath him.
I never said you couldn't come. Come on. And I just fly to the
Okay.
tavern.
So as you guys,
Come on.
you go back to the tavern.
Yeah, with him dangling by my legs.
Okay,
like
so
10
you
feet
two go
in
back to the
air.
tavern.
Him 10 feet.
I'll
from
just say for simplicity's sake, everyone begins to reconvene at the Whale's Call after their purchases, begins to experiment with stuff.
Around lunchtime.
It's just past, about
Just past.
1, maybe 1:30. So you guys come
As we're
in.
landing in the front, can I say, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all?
As we're landing, he says that. Can I kick him off of me?
Drake, you've got to roll a history check with triple disadvantage. And you got to roll a 15 or higher.
Oh, as they're getting close by, I just like look up, I'm like, what the fuck? That's so cool! Why didn't you ever do that with me? And then I go to the restaurant.
15. Was that the first? 17. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait, he actually got
He
it.
got
This one was a 16.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you do yell out, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all," as you get lowered. And we are going to end this session and reconvene next at the Whale's Call in the afternoon. We just spent a morning and afternoon pretty much doing nothing.
And Mary Poppins is canon in Zach's world.
And
Yes.
Mary Poppins is canon in my world.
And I should have cast fly and changed its type to necrotic. I cast necrotic.
It's changing damages. It's just the face I
just
gave
makes
the
Welcome
spell.
to Chaotic Party.
I try to play serious character. It doesn't work because I can't be serious.
No, you can't.
No.
Now, the thing is, you can reduce away the amount of Skyrim in your characters.
What do you mean? Which characters?
All of them. Either way, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end there. Went a little bit later than
Your
usual,
Skyrim?
but
I guess.
Skyrim and your characters?
I guess.
well, here's the thing. A lot of people who are getting into. I'm just gonna end the recording before we talk about that. But